All right. Good morning, afternoon, midday. Okay, whatever it is for whomever is watching this. Okay, y'all. Real quick, as you guys can see from the title above, we are going to be doing a "What do you need to know?" This is going to be great, one for you guys, but also for me, just to see where the energy is with the collective and just with everyone. We're not going to do a collective reading. It is going to be a pick a card. But I just want to know, like, what do you need to know? What's the vibes? What's good? What's tea? Okay. Also, if you heard in my voice, you guys, so on the 13th of Friday the 13th, I got into a really bad accident. Yeah, and so I left the scene with minor injuries, you know what I mean? Bruising, you know. Oh, girl, it's a whole story. But the other individual, yeah, they are currently in the hospital. They were on a motorcycle. Dang, I see 111 on the clock. They were on a motorcycle. And yeah, you guys, it was just really bad. I'm guessing they lost control. That's what they're saying. They lost control and they hit the back. Oh, it's a lot. Anyway, just know I got into an accident. And I just might sound a little like under the weather and everything. So just be praying for me. But most importantly, be praying for the other individual. Just that they, you know, get through this situation. Okay. Whew. Anyways, so outside of that, we're going to be doing a what do you need to know. So I want to do 3 piles. You might hear baby bliss in the background. Okay. 2:02 on the clock. We got some Leos up in here. All right, because I literally just seen 888. Let me close this door real quick. So let's do our 3 piles. Thank you guys so much for being patient. Just bear with me. Your girl is working through a lot of emotions. You guys, it was very triggering for many reasons. Real quick, y'all, I just gotta vent a little bit. If you don't want to be triggered, you know, I'll try to put timestamps down below. I'm trying to be mindful, you know, I'm trying to be very mindful, very cutesy, very demure, you know. But real shit, like, this triggered me on so many levels. Those that know me, they know I lost my godfather to a motorcycle accident. Plus, I'm not gonna lie, this triggered me with that. This triggered me just because that was a whole human being. I don't care if they were technically in the wrong, whatever the frick. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. Like, it was a whole human. You know, I just think so deeply about stuff like who was his family, it's just on me, you guys. It's on me. So I gotta say this. Please be praying for me. But please be praying for him. And then it also took me back to Afghanistan because, like, I saw everything, you guys. If you think of the most graphic scene that you could probably think of with this situation, like, I seen that. But the person is currently in the hospital, and we're just going to be praying for them. The family, they've been giving me updates, you know. Probably talk about it more because it's definitely, like, it's a devastating situation, but there's also a lot of blessings that came out of this, and, you know, God is just good. At the end of the day, God is good. So outside of that, let's just get started. Okay, because I can't even remember what I was about to say. Okay. We're going to do 3 piles. Who is pile 1? What is it that pile 1 needs to know? And who is pile 1? Or, like, what is the card that my pile 1 needs to see? Let's get it started. Good energy. Let's get it started. Who is my pile 1? Who is my pile 1? Hold on. I'm going to keep that to the side real quick. Who is my pile 1? I'm not going to lie, pile 1. Actually, I'm going to shut up. There's something going on with this pile 1. There's something going on with this pile 1. I'm going to take both of those. I'll flip them over in a second. Okay, those that are meant to choose pile 2, what is the card that they need to see? And you guys, what I'm doing right now is, I know some of you guys want to see the cards like up front. I'll show you in a second. But I'm just trying to get the energy. Damn, this is about to be one of those readings. Y'all see this shit? That's why I'm pausing. Because I be wanting to come on here and be real cute, real quick, real but I could already tell this might not be one of those readings. We'll see though, okay? But I will show you the images in a second. But if I know there's some people in the group that they can feel the energy without even seeing the imagery. So this is going to be for you guys, and then, you know, I'll do the whole switcheroo in a second for those of you that need to see actual images, because this is just not doing it. You're like, all I see is purple. I just see hands. That's it. Okay, they all look the same. So let's see. Pile 3. What do they need to see? Pile 3. Those that are going to choose pile 3, what do they need to see? What is their group, their pile? What do they need to see? Pile 3. What do they need to know? What's there? Ooh, there we go. Gosh, this is big, y'all. What's happening and what's going on? So let me just tell y'all, this is going to be a Patreon video, but I'm also going to do this for YouTube. I don't know if I told y'all, but honey, Paige is super active right now, especially with me just having a baby. Y'all know I've been in the gym, so my nails are not done. Don't mind them. And I definitely be outside, so you might even see a little bit of dirt under my nails right now. So give your girl some grace. But let's start it off. All right, let's start with pile 1. Pile 1, y'all be smoking. Some of y'all be smoking. Yeah, you do. It's all right though. I ain't judging. Trust me. Your top card is going to be the Tower. Okay. Your top card is the Tower. Oh, my bad. Let me put this aside. No, actually, I keep it up here. I'm like all over the place. I'm sorry, guys. Your second pile, or for our second pile, your top card, which a lot of you guys already saw, is the 5 of Swords. And then for pile 3, your top card. Whew, this is how I know this is about to be one of them. Your top card is freaking Judgment. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you know, you know. So we have Judgment. I'm trying so hard not to go on a tangent, because y'all just don't understand how everything is connected, bro. It's just trippy, bro. But I'll save that conversation for another day. All right. So these are going to be our 3 piles. I'm just getting everything together, y'all. All right, you guys. So it's a little dark. I'm going to try to, like, you know, I don't know, fix it when I go to edit. But just go ahead, ask yourself, what is it that you need to know? What has brought you to this reading? What's good? What's tea? Okay, what's the energy like? What's coming up? Just what is it that you need to know? So go ahead and pick intuitively, you guys, and I will see you guys at your pile. Pile 1. So let's get busy real quick. Your cards that came out were the Tower card as your leading card. And then what also followed up behind that, as y'all saw, was the Devil. Okay. That's big energy, okay? 2 major arcana here. Most of the time associated with a lot of possibly, I don't think so, you know, I look at things differently, but I would say shadow energy. Like, these are cards where if people see these, you know, especially our newbies, our newer people, they're like, the Tower, okay? It's like when you see the Death card, the Death card. The Devil, like, no, you know, there's all this negative association sometimes with these cards. So first and foremost, whoever I'm talking to, let me tell y'all, I'm getting 2 different extremes when it comes to this pile. And y'all know I just went through a lot. So as I'm articulating, you know, just let me just, you know, stay with me, okay? This is big. Energetically, what I'm feeling for this group. So some of you guys could be new to my channel. You could be new to tarot. You could be new to something regarding this spiritual journey, or just the outlets that you're currently taking to reach some type of understanding when it comes to your spirituality, or just something in your life. This could be like, there's something very new about what you're doing. This is very like, this is my first time doing this, or this is my first time taking it serious, or this is my first time really looking into tarot, or really like being like, oh shit, like this shit is, I just heard that. Oh my gosh, I just heard this shit is real. So there's that part, right? But I'm also getting I'm getting like a very seasoned person in the chat as well, who has acknowledged some of the things that they need to break free from. You might be going through a process right now. Okay, help me out with it, God. Where there's like a forced elevation. I just heard forced elevation. Okay, what else? Something about this feels like you took yourself through this, okay? It's almost like you guys are putting yourselves in situations where you can elevate, where you can be challenged, where you can break through the mold. Maybe you're wanting to change it up, switch it up, like you're ready to be uncomfortable. That's how this feels. There's this energy of I'm ready to be uncomfortable. I'm ready to elevate. I'm ready to move away from this and instead go in this direction, okay? Let me see what else I want to talk about with this, because this is big. This is actually really beautiful. Like, I really like this energy. See, this is the type of group where, you know, some of the things that you've been through, what you've seen in life, the challenges that you've already had, a lot of people, you know how they say, like, most people would have folded. They would, like, they probably wouldn't be here, you know? I could say that. But it just feels like y'all have been through the ringer with some things. Like, this is very complex, okay? Some of you guys might resonate with the term, what is it called? CPTSD. There's a lot of layers here, okay? There's a lot of things that you've had to go within to literally break down and rebuild on your own. This pile feels to me to be very on their own. Very, I had to be self-sufficient. Very, I had to grab the reins myself and make a way, okay? This is so weird how this imagery is. Like, whatever they're grabbing here, it's like I'm pulling it by the reins, okay? And of course, the cards that we have here, we got some Capricorn energy, maybe even some Sagittarius and some Scorpio. But I don't know, like, something about that little, this almost looks like the nose ring of the bull. Something about this is giving very bull-like. Then we got this moon energy coming through. Let me see where I want to take this. This is interesting because this is just really giving me I am an alchemist. I'm telling y'all, like, if you're not super new to this, like you're true to this, you did just do something. I'm telling y'all literally just did something. It really feels like, let's say if you had a comfortable seat underneath you, the way the energy is coming through is almost like y'all pushed the seat. Like, you made yourself uncomfortable. You didn't have to move, but you did that. Let's say there was a balance beam that you're on. It's almost like I could see you guys, I don't know, you ever see a cartoon where they're like sawing at a beam? I know this is probably I'm trying so hard to give an example, but it's almost like, I'm not saying that you guys are shooting yourself in the foot, because it doesn't feel like that, but it almost feels like you guys are putting yourself in a tower moment, or you guys are putting yourself in this energy to elevate. And I feel like that's going to make sense for somebody, but I want to move on real quick. You could be being called to move to a different place. Maybe you want to be around different people. There's a breakdown here. You could be remodeling your home right now. I'm also seeing, like, I don't really want to talk right now. I kind of want to just be in my own energy. And this, honestly, I fuck with this energy. Like, I get it. Like, some people wouldn't understand why you would be putting yourself through whatever this is that I'm picking up on. or like challenging yourself like this, but I get it. It's almost like you guys are elevated. This group is elevated. If you're meant to resonate with this pile, I feel like you're gonna know what I'm talking about. I really feel like that because this is very, very specific as far as what I'm talking about right now. But let's see. Can you give me some more energy? Tie it together with this Devil card and the Tower card for my pile ones. What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Oh, yeah. Yo, we got forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love, okay? So for some of you guys, and like, look at this. There's all these little spins and turns. They almost look circular here. You got the circle here. In the circle, you got all this stuff going on. In this circle, you got all these different colors from this purple. This is very poetic here, okay? It's like everything's connected. We got this purple, we got this orange. So there could be an activation with the chakras, period, okay? A lot of sacral chakra energy coming through here. Creativity, okay, removing blocks. And then we got this purple, a lot of this crown energy coming through, this third eye energy. We also have a lot of eyes here. This group is very, very tapped in with their intuition. I feel like that was like period dot that. But if you have been feeling a little bit foggy, just know, okay, the way your discernment is about to come through, it's like I'm hearing a big crack, like it's coming down, okay? So just be prepared for that. There's a lot of clarity coming in, and I don't even want to say clarity. It just feels very truthful. And I guess clarity and the truth, I mean, are those the same thing? Something feels very truthful here. And I feel like I'm talking in like a poetic type of way. So we have forgiveness. You could be going through a process where you know that in order for you to elevate, you have to face something, forgive it, clear it out. So you're taking yourself through this tower moment, okay? You're taking yourself through these. Possibly, maybe you're trying to forgive yourself, okay? There is this element here, though, of maturity and of acknowledgement, accountability, and really being like, all right, I want to handle this shit. Like, I want to nip this shit in the butt. That's kind of like what I'm feeling. So what I'm going to do before we go further, I am going to kind of decide like what deck I want to use, because I was not expecting us to kind of go in that realm. Oh, it's like, I don't know, when my readings get deep, it'd be like during the times where I be feeling like the energy is, oh my God, I only got so much energy, but you know, I gotta do. I am here to serve. So let me just pause this really quick. I'm gonna, find a deck for you guys, and then we'll get back into the reading. All right, y'all, I'm back. And let me just tell y'all, I just got fucking chills because I wasn't even looking at this full card. I mean, that's there. But as I was like sitting with this energy, something about this, like the words that I keep thinking of for this group, and I hope y'all can really appreciate this poeticness that's coming out. It's like there's something very all-encompassing. I don't know if y'all recently had an epiphany in that eyeball, and I don't know, I'm seeing this as like clarity. Like I see everything for what it is. I see why that had to happen. I see why that lightning had to come and strike this shit. Or I see how all that's connected. I see, oh my gosh, 80 had just did. Do you guys watch 80? I know you better be watching 80. I know how I feel about 80 Rose. Y'all know who I'm talking about, okay? But like, I know she was just doing a reading and she was talking about just how everything's connected, and there's something here. Some of you guys had it could have been a life-changing situation. I don't know, it could have even been like kind of something like how I had with this whole accident situation. Oh, where it's like there's like a whole understanding, maybe like even something very life-changing. Maybe something occurred that caused like a domino effect. Maybe it shined a light on other areas that might have needed to be healed, or different aspects of you that want to be like revealed, or need to be revealed, or need to be looked into. I don't know. There's something very specific to this group, and it's very powerful. That's the biggest thing that I want to say. Even if nothing that I'm saying to you is making sense, it's powerful what you're going through right now, and this energy that you'll be walking into. Like, I have to ask, with this group, I have to ask, you guys are going somewhere. You're going places. Where is, look at that shit, the Ten of Swords and the Star card. Something happened here, but like, where is my group going? Pile one, what do they need to know about where they're headed? I'm seeing a lot of new energy. I'm not going to lie. I'm seeing fresh starts. I'm seeing new perspective. I'm seeing a lot of wisdom. But like that Fool card, it doesn't feel so novice to the point of like you're like a fresh baby out the womb type of, we fresh, we in here. No, it feels like this Fool energy is coming. This is like the Hierophant going on a fool's journey, okay? That's what this feels like. It feels like the Hierophant going on a fool's journey. Like, this feels elevated. Y'all feel elevated, all right? Where is my pile one going? Where are they headed? Where is my pile one headed? Look at that, the Three of Wands. Tell me I'm not tapped in, bro. We were just talking about this. You headed somewhere. Where you going? Expansion. When I think of the Three of Wands, that's coming after the Ace of Wands, after the Two of Wands. That's coming after that initial spark, okay? That initial spark of whether it be creativity, energy, okay? It's like that initial. And then you got that Two of Wands. It's like we're planning, we're putting things together, we're seeing what our options are, deciphering what needs to stay, what needs to go. Three of Wands, this is giving, I'm ready to expand. I'm waiting for my ship to come in. Some of you guys might resonate with that saying. But for me, like, this group, I told you, with this Three of Wands, this looks to me like someone who's like, you know what? I could sit on this island a little bit longer. I could. I mean, look at her. She's fully clothed. I mean, she could probably have like, you know, she might, it's a little breezy. She could have probably had some pants on. She might be a little chilly, but you know, she looked pretty comfortable to me. But she wants something new. She wants something more elevated. So where you guys are headed, I'm not going to lie, it feels like this group is going to be called to elevate. We're going to look more into that because that's very like vague. But you're being called to a different place, a different location, a different setting, okay? Specifically, anything else you could tell me? Some of you guys are being called to travel. It's time. I just heard it's time. If you have been sitting on this for a while, look at that shit, the Seven of Cups, as I'm talking. If you have been sitting on a specific decision, okay, on a specific thought, a specific idea, something is giving. Now is the time, okay? And it could be connected directly to this Tower moment, okay? Just like even right now. Something, I don't know. I'm not going to get too into it because this ain't about me right now. But something with that accident, like, you just never know, like, what could be a catalyst to move you to certain things. Because it's almost like, as devastating as this situation was, because y'all don't even know the full story. There's so many layers to it. As devastating as it was, like, you would have to know, like, there's just so many fucking layers. Hold on. Because this is big, you guys. Let me just take a second. I'm getting overwhelmed. All right, I'm back. I had to pause this. Because you just don't know, like, what could happen to trigger, like, because that situation for me, like, there's, like, also a sense of gratitude. Like, I feel like there's this newfound appreciation for just certain things that I already appreciated. But, I don't know. Just life is weird. But you got all these sevens here. You got this Seven of Cups here. It's kind of sideways. You got this Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. And then you also got this Devil card. Interesting. Let me ask about that. What's this Devil energy that keeps haunting pile one? What is this Devil energy? The Four of Wands. Let me tell you something, okay? Your being of you, okay? They are so ready to just go get it, to go after it. This Four of Wands to me is representing, it could be many things. Like, this could be a new city. This could be, I'm looking at it as your, like, desires right now. Predominantly with this Four of Wands, because I'm thinking of like desires. I'm thinking of, I don't know, did I recently watch a reading? I feel like this is giving me a reading. I don't know what the world, but with this Four of Wands, and that to me is giving me weed right there. Some of you guys might be wanting to move to LA or wanting to move to a place that could be very like their weed laws might be different. I don't know. I just got Colorado too, but this is definitely giving me some West Coast energy. And then I just got some New York, like some city energy. But anyway, there is a strong urge coming from your being where it's like, it's almost like this obsession. Like, I want this for myself. I want this type of lifestyle. I want this type of relationship. I see my life like this. And it's crazy how that Three of Wands, because the next step is the Four of Wands. I didn't even see that. Ew. It's like everything is connected here and it's tripping me the fuck out. But anyway. It's almost like there's a strong urge. Let me tell y'all body is like, I am so ready for pile one to just make it happen. I am so ready for Pile 1 to make this step. It's almost like there's a part of you that's like, I'm tired of not living. I just heard living in my desires. And that might sound like kind of messed up a little bit, but it feels like I am just so tired of not like meeting that need of what I'm desiring. Okay. So it feels like what's happening with this King of Swords, there is a strong energy that's going to be coming through. It's very overpowering. It's packing in with that devil energy that I'm coming through. Like that's coming through in this reading. It's like coming in with that. It's like, whew, all right. There's this strong like Pile 1. We want Pile 1 to make a decision to go after their desires. This is the time. Okay. There's like this. It's almost like I'm tired of this. Like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. And I want this. I want better. Or I want to move in this direction. I want to go here. Let me tell you something. You guys are definitely going places where you're celebrated, where there's harmony, where there's a good community. Tell me more about where they're headed. There's opportunity here. Let me tell you, some of you guys are currently in a place, or you have been in a place where maybe people don't, I don't know, you could feel minimized. You could feel like you don't get a lot of support from your hometown or from, you know, the people that you would hope to have support from. There's just this energy of like, I feel small here. Like I feel like this area or this location or this space is shrinking me, and I'm tired of being shrunken. Okay. I want to be big. It's giving big energy. Big mama, big mama, big mama. It's giving that, all right? It's giving big energy. So I see this 9 of Cups here. Man, something's about to really pop for y'all. I think that's what y'all need to know. Something's about to pop for y'all. And some of you guys could already be in the thick of this, and I know I'm kind of bringing my lingo in this. So what I mean by something's about to pop for you, something's about to work out for you. This reminds me of one of my close friends. And I won't put all their business out here, but they have been working on a specific, like they call it a dream. Like they've been working on this dream for a while. There's been a lot of ups, downs, delays and everything, and just recently it all just came, and it came quick. It came out of nowhere, even though it was something that we had been talking about, anticipating, hoping for, you know, at the times that we might have thought it was going to happen. It didn't, you know, so much to the point where you start to like wonder, is it going to happen? So when it finally did happen, like this tower moment, it felt so quick, it felt so sporadic. But is the tower moment really just random? As though, even though it's like unexpected, is it really random? A lot of times that tower card is like, you know, we could even look at it as like the red flags that we probably should have been paying attention to that we didn't, you know, those cracks in the foundation that we kind of let still be there, instead of like, you know, putting that little stuff that they be putting on the cracks to kind of close them up. We didn't do none of that. We didn't do reinforcement. Man. Anyway, what y'all need to know is something's about to work out for you. And you challenging yourself, you being in this King of Swords energy, this matter of fact, this, I'm going to be real with myself. I'm not going to allow my past to define me. Now I got the song Angel coming in. Angel by Holly. Yeah, listen to that shit. Whew. That song is also coming through for you. There's like this energy of, I'm not going to let my family, this is just an example, but I'm not going to let my family's doubts stop me. I'm not going to let that situation stop me. I'm not going to let my past, you know, mistakes or failures stop me from this or keep me from what I'm seeing, because there's been so much that has happened to you, Pile 1, that the reason why it happened, it was meant to prove to you just how, and I know it's annoying, but there's a level of strength that you were meant to know that you had. There's a level of strength and a level of, I don't even want to say cockiness. Hear me out. Because it feels like this. I really feel like some of you guys have been through certain situations that almost in a sense have happened to almost bring you to this point with this King of Swords where there's a level of like, I'm going to use the word cockiness, but there's just this energy of like, been there, done that. This is not anything that I need to run away from. This is not anything that I need to fear. This is not anything that's going to take over me, because I am the King of Swords. Like, I have the knowledge. Like, I have the discipline. I have what I need in order to get through this, to cut through the bullshit. So you guys could have been triggered in other situations, of course, like most of us as humans. And, you know, you could have maybe had a hard time regulating your emotions. Maybe you didn't have this mentality, you know, of this King of Swords. Maybe when shit went left, we didn't look at that as opportunity. We looked at it as, oh my God, it's the end of the world. Like, you know, this is not giving victim mentality. This is giving very strong. This is giving very, I don't know, it's just real. Like, it's real live. It's very like boss. I don't know, it's something very firm and sturdy about this. Okay, it's very mature. It's very, not many people would be able to do this, or not many people would even want to do this. A lot of people wouldn't want to throw themselves into these challenges. This is someone to me who you guys are. You are someone to me who is very enlightened. But so enlightened to the point where it's almost like you want to be better. And believe it or not everybody's like that. Even some of the people that probably come to these readings, you know, there's like an actual want to be better, to elevate spiritually. Like, that's what this is giving me. Like, I want to elevate. And it's so, I hate the word woo. Like, we could really get woo. We could get into the woo, but I don't want to go there, all right? Because it gets too deep. But anyway, some of you guys are ready to go to a place where you're going to be appreciated. I'm seeing some hairstylists here. I'm seeing some people who have very creative talents. You're a boss. And for whatever reason, it just feels like wherever you've been, for someone here, you just feel like you wasn't being appreciated. And I'm not going to lie, your energy, and I know I keep saying, forgive me for how I'm saying it, but I'm telling you, there's this energy of, we need Power One to be cocky. We are building them up to be cocky. And when I say that, there got to be a better word, but there's like a level of mastery. That's what it feels like. It's like that. When I say cocky, it almost feels like mastery. There's a level of mastery that this King of Swords has. You can see it all over them. There's a level of mastery that whoever this person is, I don't know, they almost like Rudolph with these little, I don't know what that is. Maybe they're like an antler. I don't know. But there's a level of mastery here. Even with all them reins and everything, there's a level of mastery here. Nine of Cups, a level of mastery. To go from the Three of Wands to even be in a Three of Wands position, there's a level of mastery there. There's a level of acceptance. There's a level of, okay, completed this, we're on to the next. Damn. Honey, what you need to know is you are being called to elevate, honey. This is huge. Okay, so give me more. So let's really bring it back. So what is it that they need to know, and why is this so important? So what is it that they need to know? What is it that my Pile One needs to know? The Ace of Swords, that talks back to that clarity, that opportunity, cutting through the bullshit. Okay, wisdom, we got the Sun here. If you guys are going through something, I've never noticed all these little mountains down here. Like, I'm really analyzing this card. You know, mountains can talk about challenges. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. They can, you know, they can represent challenges, hardships, long journeys, things like that. Something that you need to know is there's about to be assistance, okay, with the challenges that you have been going through. And there's also going to be, well, I was about to say existence. There's also going to be assistance in the challenge that some of you guys, or the challenges that some of you guys are going to put yourself into. That's not going to be for everybody, okay? But whoever I'm speaking to that knows, they're like, yeah, I know that was for me. Some of you guys are literally putting yourself in a position that is uncomfortable, but it's to elevate you. That could be with a job. That could be with taking risk. Just know you will have assistance with this. It does feel like it's coming through spiritually. I need y'all to be ready for this, because this feels very whimsical. The way you guys are going to be receiving downloads, a lot of your answers and a lot of your like where it connects, where it's like, I got it. Eureka. It is coming from, up. Okay, directly. Like, I'm not even trying to be dramatic, yo. Like, this is literally giving like dream messages. This is giving, I'm talking to you through the numbers. This is giving me like, this isn't giving your regular degular like, oh, you know, a friend of a friend said, oh, you know, God just laid it in my spirit and I just had to tell you this happened. No, this is coming through in other ways. Like, if you specifically pay attention, the numbers that are going to be popping up, help me, Lord, help me get it out. The numbers that are going to be popping out, the different combinations that you guys are going to be seeing, it's very specific to you. I'm telling you, pay attention. Someone here talks to their spiritual team, and there are certain things that you need in order for you to feel like you're being listened to, or in order for you to get motivation. Like right now, I just seen 12:12. Okay, I'm telling you, this happened to me yesterday as I was crying on the balcony. Just about everything, you know. Because like I said, that situation is deeper than rap for me. Anyway, so I remember I was listening to Angel, and I paused it. And, you know, I had just paused it, and I'm going, you know, doing whatever else I was doing. So when I came back to my phone, I might even put, let me see if I might even took a screenshot. I think it was like 11:11, and like, it was just so weird. And then I noticed that like I had accidentally paused the song at the point of like where it was like 1 minute and 11 seconds in, or there was like 1 minute and 11 seconds left. And I've just been noticing, especially with this situation, like that number has been following me. So just pay attention. This I ain't gonna lie, this group is giving real whimsy. It's giving whimsical, it's giving woo, or like my girl ADB saying, it's giving meta. It's really meta. It's giving that, all right? So anyway, there's really something about that song Angel that's really speaking to me with this Ace of Swords. And this crown that's here. Because what did she say? Was she basically trying to say in the song, like, heaven knows your crown, like, they weigh your crown? I don't know. I don't want to get too caught up in everything. But this group is definitely about to be blessed. There's something coming through. There's definitely something coming through here. Give me 1 second though, y'all. Fall season is going to be very important. Fall and winter. I'm getting that with this Ace of Swords. But also, these little trinkets kind of falling, they almost look like leaves to me. So coming up, I'm seeing there's something real big happening for this group. And I'm not gonna lie, some of you guys are definitely being called to move, like location wise. Okay, we have the Five of Swords here. Tell me more about this Five of Swords. I'm picking up on somebody's situation. Did y'all recently have to like make a hard, tough decision? This is like my all-encompassing spiritual earth angels, recovering people pleasers, my people who have probably been through the dirt and the mud, and now they kind of have to like, I don't know, you're like an earth angel. It's really hard for me to explain this, but I hope that we're like linking telepathically, because I feel like those that know, they know what the fuck I'm talking about. But anyway, something about this Five of Swords. Tell me, what do they need to know about this Five of Swords? You could have recently had to leave 2 people behind. Okay, something you need to be prepared for. You guys have great things coming in, okay? 2 different things, okay? Let me start with the first one, okay? Boom. The first thing is, you could have had to cut some people off, all right? You could have even been on the other hand of it, or like on the other side of it, where people kind of, you might have got cut off regardless of the fact. Something that you need to know. Ooh, there's a lot here. There's guilt here. Some of you guys might feel guilty. There's some type of guilt here. There's some type of guilt here, and now I'm getting that whole survivor's guilt. Is this my pile? Goddamn, I'm sorry, y'all. Because what's going on? Because now I'm getting that song survivor's guilt, and I can't even think of the person that sings that song. But how do I want to say this? I'm getting a lot of you made the right decision. I don't know if y'all had to cut something out, remove something, you had to get real blunt with something or about something. They want you to know that you made the right decision, okay? Some of you guys have a hard time, or have had a hard time with boundaries, or just having a hard time with, you know, putting yourself first, especially when it comes to your opportunities. There's definitely something here about, there's just like this reassurance of you made the right decision, okay? Now, on the flip side of this, I feel, because this is reminding me of a situation that I just went through with someone that I really care about too. They had a major blessing come in, okay, which would be this Ace of Pentacles. But at the time that they had this blessing coming in, you know, because they had to move and everything, like this person that I'm talking about, they had to move, like they moved states, blase skip, okay? So they're very excited about this new adventure that they're about to, you know, go on. However, once they moved from the previous place that they were at, you know, there's people that they left behind. Close friends, you know, besties, all that. So as this person is starting their new journey in this new state, the person that was quote unquote not left behind, but that is still back at the ranch, you know, back home, they were going through it. Totally separate, like it didn't have nothing to do with, you know, my people, okay? But just, they were just going through it. You know, they had a lot going on. So I say all this to say, my friend was having a hard time really being able to enjoy this opportunity and really celebrate herself because her friend back home was going through it. It's like that survivor's guilt, even though she had nothing to do with what her friend was feeling. You know, it wasn't her fault, but it was just the fact that she's in a new place, and it's that survivor's guilt. It's like that mentality of like, damn, am I doing something wrong? You know, because I'm over here, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling excited, and my friend is going through X, Y, and Z. So there's something here about that, and I don't know why I felt the need to even go into that. So you could be going through those feelings, and that could be why we have this forgiveness here. There is a level of grace that I do feel like this group is being asked to have when it comes to themselves, because you might be my peoples that have a tendency to take on quite a bit. Even though we got this King of Swords here, which is crazy, when you're not in this King of Swords energy, I'm telling you, I feel like shit can really hit you deeply, okay? Very. You could be my people that even try to like avoid your emotions. All right, but let me get some more because I'm going on a tangent. So can you like really tell me, so why did that just come up? Why did I feel the need to talk about that situation? Why did I feel the need to talk about that situation for my pile one? Like, what's the reason? What was the reason? What's going on? Some of you guys are definitely being called to write a book, start a podcast, something. Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. Oh, I'm also getting some distractions. Okay, we got multiple things. So I feel like the reason why this is coming up, there's something about this group. There's just this energy of, we have to remind pile one. We need them to remember why they're doing what they're doing. We need them to remember where they came from. We need them to remember, like, it's almost like, don't get caught up in the BS, or don't get caught up in the negativity of it all, okay? The distractions, anything. Don't let anything take away from your moment. And I know that even as I'm saying it, I'm like, like, you know what I mean? That's a little mean. But what I mean is like, this is literally giving, something happened for y'all. That like during Leo season, there was like an activation for this group. And I really feel like you guys are being called into this energy. I don't even want to say of being selfish. I don't want to say that, because I am using words like cocky, and those are normally words that we, I guess, normally wouldn't want to use when we're talking about spiritually elevating. But the way it's coming through, it's not coming through unhealthy. It's coming through as it's necessary for this group at this time. Like, it's very necessary for you not to get distracted. It's very necessary for you not to beat yourself up, especially, like, let's say if there is a situation where it's similar to what I was just talking about that my friend is going through. There's like this vibe of like, don't take that on. Like, don't let this like, it's almost like it's throwing dirt on the light. It's hard for me to explain it, and I'm like, God, come on, bring it to me. But there's just this real major energy of don't get distracted, okay? There are going to be distractions. I see distractions coming up. They seem to like fall in line with this survivor's guilt type of mentality. And I'm gonna look up some advice for that. But the other distraction, it seems more like less complicated, more like, okay, we be used to these ones. This Five of Wands is giving me like that past energy, like those people that come around. We have a Knight of Wands wanting to come through. This is giving, oh, we got a King of Pentacles too. Yeah, so something else you need to know. Yeah, y'all got big shit happening for you. Of course, as we know, come on. Anytime we make these major moves, we're elevating, you know, the devil be trying to come through, okay? So I do see some warnings here. And that's so funny how that moon is kind of like waning. And then we also have it right here. So you guys might be connected to that moon phase. There's something very important about that. But there are some people that you blocked. These feel like people that you don't want to talk to. These feel like people that you are avoiding. These feel like people that you don't want to see. Like you've purposely made your life, or like reconstructed your life, your social media, in a way to where you don't have to interact with these specific energies that I'm picking up on. But something that you need to know is that there will be some moments where they are going to come up, okay? And I feel like the reason why that's important for this group, it's because of where you're going. It's just something that they're like, okay, we need you to be aware of this, because there is going to be some of that pop-up energy. And whoever these people are that are coming up, I would assume that if they didn't hold some type of weight, or if they didn't have kind of some pull, or some like pull on you where like maybe they could trigger you, you know how it be. Gosh, Bliss is really like wearing it down out there. Hold on, y'all, real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me pause this. All right, y'all. So let me try to. Blisskins is here. Say hi, Blisskins. Blisskins. Say hi, Blisskins. So what was I saying? Give me a minute. Yeah. So I think this is important, because you know how, like, I ain't gonna lie, because I am not exempt. There are certain people, like, even if they from my past, and you know, like, it's like fuck them, and oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, boo. Sorry, mommy, sorry. It's like forget them, you know. It be some people that, you know, if they just come around, you be like, ooh, it's just something about them that just triggers me. I feel that these are certain people where it's like your spiritual team. Not gonna lie, God knows, like, these are the type of energies that could actually trigger my Power One. And it's not for you to be scared or nothing like that. It's not giving that. It's just something for you to be aware of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up some advice. Blisskins, don't touch nothing. Don't touch nothing, Blisskins. Blisskins. Okay, sit right here real quick. And let mommy work. So let's see. What's the advice? What's it giving, Bliss? What's it giving, Blisskins? So let's start with that first. Well, no, let's start with them. So let's say my group one. These little energies, these, I'm gonna call them gnats. What is their advice for when that comes up? Some of you guys, look at that. The moon card is here. I think why it's so important to bring this up, and you see, like, just look at the imagery here. This is not a regular, like, past person that's coming in or whatever the fuck. This is someone that is manipulative. They have a way of manipulating the energy to, okay, Blisskins. They have a way of manipulating the energy, possibly maybe even tapping into your insecurities. And not just that, I don't even want to give this person so much, you know, we don't want to give them all that, all right? Because, but what I'm saying is, sometimes it doesn't even have to do with the people. It could be, it's almost like there's this, your future self is coming through to say, Pile One, at the time that these energies may try to infiltrate Pile One's life, it seems to be at a point in time where you could be vulnerable, or you could already be in a state where it's a little bit easier for you to be triggered, okay? Which is why they're saying be aware of this. However, your advice is to always, let me tell you something, because, ooh, this is crazy. There's something very important about this group where it's like you have really had to prove to yourself that you can trust your judgment, right? That you can, like, trust your judgment, be confident in that. There's this energy of, like, do not get caught up in illusion, okay? Like, I don't know if your mind, like, I don't know, there's something very specific that this group can do, and I feel like it would be something that you're very aware of. It could be like one of your toxic traits, something you say, that's a toxic trait of mine, where maybe it's like self-blaming, or maybe it's like, there's something here that I feel like it has to do with manipulation, and then how that manipulation affects you, okay? Hold on, Bliss. Sorry, y'all, there's a lot going on. So let's see. So what is my group's advice? What is their advice? What is their advice with this? the Page of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. So I'm not gonna lie, this group is being asked to fly straight. There's a lot of like, keep focused and remember, like there's a lot of remember, you know the truth. That's what I'm hearing. You know the truth. Remember that. You know the truth, okay? Because, oh, I even had somebody, this was a while back, but I don't even like to say they were an ex. But it's like, I already knew the truth of the situation, but they still had a way of triggering me, okay? And at the time, listen, boundaries are big. If you know, like, and this is just P talking, this is like, well, actually, this is Paige talking. Let me tell you something. Boundaries is a big thing. But also, if you know somebody has a tendency to carry this energy, how about let's not pick up the phone? How about let's keep it short? How about let's just not? All right. So just be very aware and check in with yourself at where you're at. Because I don't want to say this could be avoided, but there's a way that you can kind of swerve this. It's giving, we don't have to go low with them. All right. We don't have to go low with them. I do feel like there also is going to be someone who you may have not heard from in a while that is also going to be coming through. Who is this person? This feels like someone that you would actually be open to talking to. So who is this? What do they need to know? Who is this person that's going to come around? Who is this person that's going to try to come around? In my pile one. Yeah, you haven't talked to them in a while. Four of Swords, the World card. What's that? This could be someone that you guys could be at a distance from each other. They could be a Cancer, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or a Leo. Something about this is giving friend. Interesting. Let me see. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank on like the why they're reaching out, but I'm not gonna lie, whoever this is, it feels like they would make it past, like you would say hello back. Like this isn't someone that would reach out and you would just hurry up and try to block them. Like this feels like y'all would get somewhere, like y'all would be talking, but I just don't know who this is. Page of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Yeah, this definitely could be someone. I do feel like that wants to, I don't know, could be a friend. Okay, they're saying it doesn't matter. All right. As far as me going into, okay, we're not gonna keep going. So let's see. Let's see. I really feel like your biggest thing, pile one, during this next phase is gonna be to not allow distractions to trick the energy. Okay, there's just a lot of like, don't get tricked. And when I say that, I don't say that to like evoke fear. It doesn't feel like a major threat. It just feels like if you get in your head, you can sometimes, like, you might be the type that gets in your head and you're like, oh, maybe I don't deserve this, or maybe I can't do that, or maybe they were right, or, you know, maybe I did do something wrong, or maybe I was, like, there's a whole lot of that. But they're saying, like, don't do that. You already know the truth about something very specific. Okay, so what's next? Or like, what do they need to know? Messages for my group number one. What do they need to know? Bliss is literally trying to take y'all cards. Let me see. Okay, so we have friendship. That's so interesting. I'm telling y'all might be hearing from somebody, and it feels a little bit welcome. I'm not gonna lie, but we have, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So take that as it resonates. And we also have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Okay, so there's a lot of that. Y'all have that forgiveness there. I don't know, y'all could be working through some emotions where you're trying to make sense of a situation. Maybe, I don't know, forgive self, forgive others. Like there could be that energy as well. Something's telling me with this friendship and this balance though, this is very like, I'm hearing like this is very them based. Like if it's meant for you to like read those and be like, oh yeah, P, I needed that, then it's like Bliss. Sorry, Bliss just started rolling, so she's like backing up on me. But yeah, if it's meant to hit, it's gonna hit. But if those cards are hitting for you and you don't know what those mean, you know, it is what it is. Hold on, y'all. Bliskins. All right, you gotta go right here. mommy is trying to do what she got to do. So let's go ahead and pull. I just want to see what else, some of the things that are going to be happening for you. Hi. And I appreciate you guys for the patience of those of you who are sticking with me. You know, pile ones are always going to be rough going in. But it don't, anytime I do pile ones, I always feel like this is like my, like, let's say I was just in a deep slumber and like I'm just waking up but I'm not fully awake. Like, that's how I always feel when I'm doing pile one. Bliskins, 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 bliskins. All right, so what is next? What can you expect? What's next for my pile one? Oh, saw that, bliskins? We have professional assistants, people. Okay, so we have some aid. I do feel like you guys have some support coming in. I do definitely feel that, especially with that friendship as well. We also have a creative endeavor. We have some, yeah. And we also have family and happy success. Okay, so I told y'all have great things coming in, and these are all coming in different like ways. So I gotta pick her up. So with these events, first of all, I'm seeing some good support. If you guys are needing to find a therapist, sometimes this is my therapy card, and this is real good. If y'all got something that y'all got going on, like a creative endeavor, there could be some type of support coming in to help boost this. Happy success, mind is going to be feeling good. When your mind feels successful, it's like everything else around you just prospers. It's like once you could see, like it's almost like once your mind is in that state of, it's almost giving like that confidence. It doesn't have to be cocky, but it does get that cocky energy. It's like that confidence. Once you're there, it's almost like everything you see out of your lens, it gives that yellow energy. It's giving bright, it's giving sun, it's giving successful, it's giving rich. Just like, what's that one part in the song? Dun, 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 dun. Rich blood, you could probably see the gold in my skin. Y'all know what song I'm talking about? Angel. Rich blood, I'm a big deal. I get sick and tired holding it in. Rich blood, you could probably see the gold in my skin. I don't know, but y'all gotta listen to that song because that's what it's giving. Like, there's something about that song that's very connected. Also, if you guys, well, I don't know, I'm gonna just leave it there. I was gonna say something about this family card, but I'm not. I'm gonna just leave it there. Yeah, let me know how that resonated. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to be praying for the kid, you know. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. You guys have great things coming in. And I'm just excited for you guys. So let me know how that resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments. Say bye. All right, pile 2. So it's interesting because I actually just took my daughter to my mother-in-law's house for your pile. Or not for y'all, but like right before y'all pile. And the last group, towards the end of the reading, you know, they had to hear bliss. So it's just funny because I'm getting a lot of no distractions. Like, I don't know, I'm getting a lot of no distractions. What's that about? You know what's funny though? Let's just really vibe for a second, pile 2. I'm feeling the need to channel with this group, okay? Some of you could have recently went to an exhibit or some type of, I don't know, it's giving funhouse vibes. I don't know why I just heard funhouse. You were definitely drinking, or drinks could have been flowing. I'm also getting like one of those bounce around places, okay? It feels like you guys could have recently been somewhere fun, active, where a lot of people were, or, gosh, there's this museum, real quick. And I need to, I wish I could like go to the person's page to see specifically what type of museum it is. I think it's a museum. There's like this exhibit, and some people are automatically gonna know what I'm talking about. But there is this exhibit where there's like, I guess, these different rooms where there might be like, I'm just saying shit, but like maybe a collage of lollipops, live, I don't know, full grown or full blown lollipops, like, I don't know, something off of Willy Wonka, like in one room, and then the other room might be like those illusion looking triangles that kind of fade in and out, look like they're glitching, but they're not. And then there might be like a maze of like tiki statues, I don't know. if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's cool. But like some of you guys just went somewhere interesting. You could be very quirky. The person that just popped up in my mind is an Aquarius. You could be an Aquarius. Or you could have like an Aquarius moon or an Aquarius rising. Because I just thought of Nicki Minaj. Okay, anyway, so if more comes out, I keep wanting to laugh, like what's so funny? So your card was 5 of Swords, your lead card, right? So let's vibe, because I don't know, just like how y'all don't know, I don't know what's underneath. Like these other 2 cards, I don't know what these are. So let's look. We got the 5 of Swords, boom. The next 2 cards that came out, we have the King of Cups. Interesting. Oh, let me show y'all up close and personal. This pile has personality. You're kind of funny, I feel. You feel funny, or you feel like you're goofy. And then we have the Chariot. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is another pile that's giving big energy. Big mama. Big mama. No, it's really not giving Big Mama the song though. Let me see what what yo. Okay, you know what song this is getting, or it's giving me what is that man's name? I know I'm saying it wrong. Is his name Skillabang? I just keep hearing chill out Babman. Chill out Babman. What's that song with him and Nicki Minaj? Oh my gosh. Listen, yeah, this is that group. Let me go get my phone real quick. Not for that song, but I'm gonna tell y'all. Y'all could be Patreon members. Like a lot of you guys could be Patreon members, or you might end up joining Patreon after this. But yeah, let me just pause this real quick. Okay, you guys, I'm back. So the reason why I had to grab my phone was not just because of that song, but there is, dang, how many piles did I do? Basically, there was this like pop-up reading that by the time this reading goes out, either it'll be on Patreon or it'll be about to post, possibly, if I decide to still do it. But there was this group, the first group, okay? And they had that same energy. The energy that I'm getting right now is giving that first group. It was very poetic. I remember being outside and I remember just having my crown chakra. It was very poetic, very. Having my crown chakra just in the sun, like, and it just felt so good. And I was like, this feels very connected to, at the time, you know, the group that I was trying to channel for. But let me just kind of read the excerpt because I was in the process of like, you know, creating a draft. So let me see what I have now. Now I don't know. Wait, because I didn't proofread it. So let me see. Anyway, we have outside is calling your name. Intuitively, I feel like this group would. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. Babe, hold on. I'm trying to get poetic and he over here screaming like he's going to war. Babe. Shh. I'm doing a reading. They can hear you. I apologize for that one, girl. He be over there, babe, I'm going to war. Shut up. He'd be so loud. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So we have outside is calling your name. Sorry, all my nerves is bad. I'm dead. But anyway, intuitively, I feel this group would benefit from laying out in the sun. It was giving like yoga in the sun. I put a note. This can be on a balcony, at a park, or near an open window. Get creative. Allow your crown to receive that replenishment from the sun's rays. I also said here, I'm seeing a heavy moon influence in your energy. You could be or resonate with the signs and or energies surrounding water. I'm also getting like a heavy Leo sun energy, you know what I mean? Something new has taken place in your life or is about to. However, for each of you, this new experience will differ in feeling. While moving through the energy, I feel ebbs of grief, discomfort, insecurity, and isolation flow into acceptance, relaxation, a changed perspective, and excitement. I also put you may be experiencing career and financial gains at this time or will be. I see that with this Chariot card. And I'm also seeing, oh, this is what I said. That's what's crazy. I'm seeing where someone in the chat could have recently had a falling out with someone with this 5 of Swords. specifically, or you could be experiencing. There's almost like this energy of like a hard truth, okay? Which is funny because some of this is like, it's totally different though. Like there's just some similar statements that I'm making kind of to pile one, but it's totally different. It's not even the same energy. But anyway, girl, what's tea? Boy, what's tea? What's going on? What's good? What's the way around town? All right, I'm getting a lot of like BDE, okay? It is giving big dick energy. I'm not gonna lie, even if you don't have one. But it's coming from a place of love. It doesn't, no, I can't even say that. It's crazy. This King of Cups feels very firm. Like it feels very firm. There is this energy of like peace with love. Like there's a lot of like, and when I say peace with love, I mean like peace, like arrivederci, like adios, like see you not later. Like it's giving that. Like did y'all recently say goodbye like to somebody? It's giving a lot of goodbye. I cut you off. Or maybe you got cut off and it's like, okay, with love, I'm gonna just send you on your way and I'm gonna go on my way, but just know I'm about to like elevate. Another pile where we got some elevation, possibly even the influence of travel, or maybe even letting your emotions kind of lead how you move, how you travel, how you go forward. Like what I mean by that is some of you guys, regardless of how you came to this point, there could have been a situation that kind of rocked you and it ended up like igniting something in you emotionally. And it's almost like that is like propelling you forward. All right. Not me thinking of SpongeBob. What's that scene when they were like, was it water behind them and they were like in that chariot? What movie was that? I don't even know. Was that the Goofy Goober? I don't even know. But anyway, yeah, and I keep getting like this like really silly, it is almost giving me like that Gemini influence of just, I just feel very playful, very like, I don't want to say I'm not taking life serious, but it's just, I'm getting a lot of it's my turn to have fun for this group, okay? So that could be the energy that you're in. Would not be surprised if you have cut somebody off or if you've been working through some, you know, pretty uncomfortable emotions, you know, just whether you're rehashing the past or just, I don't know, like, I don't know if this happens to y'all, like, even if I'm about to go into a new area or like a new chapter of my life, sometimes that could be the trigger that causes me to think about past stuff. I know, like, as backwards as that sounds, but it's like that new energy, that new start, that fresh everything. I don't know, there's like almost like this reflective time where I just start to think about, I don't know, maybe I'm fucked up, but I don't know, where I start to think about like some of the things that led up to that point, or like, I don't know. I need to kind of put that in my diary. Why do I do that? But anyway, with this Five of Swords, this King of Cups, I feel like there's also been this real big energy of looking at situations that could have really took you there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm seeing a lot of like, I'm pissed about it. Fuck them. Fuck them. Or like, fuck that. Or like, I'm done dealing with this. I'm tired of being treated like this. Or, you know, maybe even revengeful. Like there could even be some energy of some gossip here, like people talking behind your back. You know, this Five of Swords just gives me a messy energy. Whether it would have been like you bringing the mess, being a part of the mess, I don't know, like no matter what player you are on the board. But with this King of Cups here, I feel like that's a lot of looking at that situation from a place of, keep hearing elevated love, from a place of a, you know, we say higher perspective, but it's not just that. There's like an emotional understanding here. Although that situation was uncomfortable, there's like an emotional understanding that had to happen for me to propel or have propelled in this direction that I'm about to go in. If this didn't happen, this Five of Swords energy here, the King of Cups would have never been created, felt, okay? He would have never happened. And this Chariot energy that's being driven by this King of Cups literally would have never happened. There's a lot of like understanding, even going back to pile one, of like how everything is connected. I feel like there's a level of gratitude that this pile is currently having for life, or they will have, as they work through some of these emotional situations. It's almost given an energy of like going from feeling disturbed to feeling at peace just like how I was talking about, yeah, I had to remember, I did just read y'all this excerpt when I was like, while moving through the energy, I feel ebbs of grief, discomfort, insecurity, and isolation. Yeah. So there was like this, like back when I was doing this initially, aka the other reading. I know this is confusing how I'm talking about it, or maybe I'm just getting confused. But anyway, back when I initially did this, there was like this vibe of someone going through this energy of just grieving or feeling like they want to isolate or feeling betrayed or just feeling lonely, misunderstood in some cases. You know, they just kind of want to be with themselves, whether it be someone kind of abandoned them in a way, or they felt like that, or maybe they had to have a hard truth, a hard like 1 2 1 2, and they had to say, you know what, damn it, like this is the reality of the situation. I have to get rid of said person, even though I love this person, even though I love my family, even though I love XYZ, I have to get rid of them. You know, I gotta like move around. So going back to that energy of like that grief, that discomfort, flowing into almost like a Four of Swords energy, where there's like this level of surrender, this level of, in some cases, peace, acknowledgement, stillness, and just kind of like being like, I've accepted this. Like, I don't know, when you, for you guys specifically, this level of acceptance or whatever it is that I'm describing, it has really made way for this Chariot energy, okay? Because without that Four of Swords energy that I'm picking up on intuitively, is like that sense of peace, stillness. Without that coming in, I'm also getting some Temperance, that harmony, that it is what it is type energy. This Chariot, this, I don't know, like it just wouldn't have happened. Like, what am I picking up on, power? For those of you that resonate. That'll be so funny. The people that don't resonate, well, I don't know what you're picking up on, P, because it's just not hitting. Boom. But anyway, it's so silly though, because this Chariot card is very connected to this Five of Swords, this messy energy that I'm picking up on. Something that you went through that stuck with you. Might have even cut you deep. I feel like it's powering this Chariot energy. But do y'all get what I'm saying when I say like that level of acceptance? I don't know. Like, I feel like when I've gotten to some points where I just was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I'm accepting. I'm surrendering. I'm just like, it is what it is. This is just what it is. This is it. The way shit would shift for me, like, I don't know, like somebody's gonna know what I'm talking about, because I could go on for days with examples of like times when that happened. So much so that it puts you in that perspective where you're like, damn, like I always come back to this moment where I'm like, why was I worried in the first place? Or like, why was I stressing? Or like, why was I overthinking it? You know, even though we end up getting back in situations that put us where we start overthinking and shit, you know. Boom. But there's always like, that's what this energy feels like. There's like a level of, why was I worried? Like, or, I don't know. So I'm interested to see like how this kind of rolls over. Yeah, some of you guys could be in Aquarius. We got a lot of water energy here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And I'm also getting Leo. Like I was getting that. And I guess I did call out Gemini, but really those other ones. So really quick, before I pause this and pick out a tarot deck for you guys, I'm feeling called to this specific oracle deck. So really quick, what is it that my group 1 need to know? I just heard you about to take flight. And you know, this planet right here, I don't know, the first planet I just thought of, even though that might not even be that planet, I thought of Saturn. So y'all went through some shit, okay? You guys, somebody here could be going through a Saturn return. I'm just seeing like there's a lot of like get back energy coming through here too. But anyway, let's see. Okay, what does my power team need to know? I'm getting a lot of references around peace and still. I just heard peace be still. Is that the same? Anyway. Oh, it is so crazy. Look at the hand. Because isn't that how they put their hand when they say peace be still? I don't know. It's giving that. So we have the creative, number 1, in the beginning, okay? It's giving Genesis. But this is also giving the Magician, that Virgo Gemini energy. But anyway, so we have the active yang principle. We also have strength, tenacity, dynamism, yeah. Wait, I gotta write that down. I gotta make sure to put that part in. I gotta keep that in. Have y'all ever seen, okay, we're switching over real quick. Y'all ever seen Baddies? I know, I'm a multi-dimensional being. But, do y'all remember, it was like in the first one, like, do y'all remember when Stunna was telling Krishan, like, that she was Samoan and Mexican, and Krishan was like, ooh, Samoan, because she couldn't get it out. She could not say Samoan. That's how I just felt. But anyway, yeah, this group, I'm liking y'all energy. This is definitely giving a ebb and flow between, we could say dark and light, you know, I don't know. I'm feeling the energy, but anyway. We also have inspiration, heaven, masculinity, authority, and the father. Okay, one more. What's next? Ooh, enthusiasm. You guys are definitely headed to a lot of fun, okay? Feeling inspired, feeling like there's a level of passion. It's almost like your passion's coming back. That's something that you need to know. Like, you're about to get that spark back. I just heard she in her bag. Oh my gosh, not Ice Spice coming through. She in a mood. She in a mood. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, 16, sorry. Enthusiasm. This could even be coming after a tower moment, you know? But anyway, we have self-expression, inspiring others, more of that inspiration. That's the tutu that's coming through. Self-confidence, totality, success, sharing, positive response, okay? Yeah. Pay attention to some of the words that you hear me say repetitively, especially when you hear me say it and then you see it in these cards. Like, I'm telling you, because right there, like that word inspiration, that keeps coming through. And I'm also getting like with that success. Yeah. We also have small is beautiful. Small is beautiful. Find the extraordinary in the ordinary. Keep it simple. Use discretion. Slow down. Tend to details. Pay attention. So we have the number 62. So I'm telling y'all, I could see this group. Y'all definitely got something big coming. Or y'all could already like be in that energy, or like recently moved, started a new job, or just, it's giving fresh. It's giving, okay, next. That's what it gives. 458, the number 58, 45, the number 4, the number 5, the number 8 could have been somebody's number, like your sports number. I'm getting a lot of jersey numbers here, volleyball, what have you, like specifically number 4, number 5, and number 8. Also, someone could be born, because today is Monday, September the 16th. You could be born on the 16th, you Virgo, because that's what this is giving, is creative Gemini Virgo energy. It's giving the magician. It's giving Mercury, okay? It's giving Swifty. It's giving fast. Very cutesy, very demure. But okay, listen. So what I'm gonna do, she in a mood, but what I'm gonna do is I'm about to see what deck I want to use and then kind of go from there. And yeah, so I'll be back. All right, sit tight. All right, how to. So I just went on a ride, and I think it's important for me to kind of like, let me ground myself. So what do you need to know really quick, because I'm gonna be jumping around with this pile because it's been a couple of days since I was on here, but I think that speaks to your energy. So you guys could be about to be really busy, you know, and we're gonna get into these oracles because these are important. It's gonna be very important as well for you guys to look at the finer details of the situation. So before I even keep going, really quick, I gotta ask about that first thing, because why does pile 2 feel like they're going to be busy? What's going on here? What do they need to know? Why does it feel like they're going to be busy? Wheel of Fortune, because you are. All right, what you need to know, this is giving, you know, we always talk about destiny. Some people even associate this with random events that were preordained, meant to happen. This is a lot of the wheel turning, you know, depending on where you're sitting on this wheel, right? depending on which way the wheel turns, whether it's going left, whether it goes right, whatever the fuck, right? Wherever you're positioned and whichever way that wheel decides to turn, that's going to determine where you're placed. But it feels like this is out of your control. This is out of your control. But you know what's crazy? I literally, as I'm looking over this, because I'm standing up while doing your reading. So there's something about you guys standing up or just being, I'm seeing like you guys behind a pedestal. It is giving this Emperor energy. But I really honed in on this sword here. This is giving me like someone with discipline. They know how to speak, you know, they're well spoken. They're in their power. It doesn't matter which way it goes. They're in their power because they have a broad perspective all around with this creative card, especially where they're able to look at the many different movements of life. Okay, so I don't think I'm too concerned now that I'm looking at this about that, but just know you guys are going to be busy. That's something that you need to know. Something is going to take place. I'm not going to get too far into it because it just doesn't feel like I'm meant to. Just know it is destined to happen. And you are fully capable of handling this, okay? How will they feel when this happens? All right, that's what I wanted to know. Okay, it's gonna, yeah, that's why this is coming out. It's going to shake you up a little bit. Especially if you're high strung or if you're like, is it tightly wound? Like this could be something, it's like a little bit of a monkey wrench. You could be someone that's just high stress. But what I'm seeing here with this 5 of Wands and this 6 of Pentacles, not gonna lie, what you need to know is just as an example. Now, when I say what I'm about to say, this could range. 313 was just on the clock. I'm hearing you got the job. You were, not my phone just going off. Okay, so you got the job. And this is from Amazon. I don't know, especially if you're working for Amazon. Also, I just got a message from one of my good friends in the military. So you could be receiving good news. There's good news that will be coming in. Okay, there's a lot of you got the position or you got the job. But, well, let me keep going. Okay, or you got something. We picked you. We chose you on the waiting list. Like you were picked. Okay. It's something I feel like that you guys could have been anticipating. Okay, they're like, nah, don't even go into that. Okay. My bad. So, because don't mind me back here, y'all. Like, I'm literally feeling the spiritual energy coming through where it's like they don't need to know too much right now. Okay, so this could be my very anxious pile. But what I will say is it feels like this is something that a lot of people either compete for or it's a very competitive spot. A competitive offer. I don't know, there's something about this where it's like you being chosen for this or this coming your way. I ain't gonna lie, it is gonna make some people like a little bit, you know, they're gonna feel some type of way. We'll get into that just in case you want to know. Send your energy through the screen, okay? 4 o'clock. If you want to know who's hating, okay? But because I'll pick on that. But with the 6 of Pentacles, you know what this reminds me of? For example, someone being called to a higher position, a higher level of responsibility, especially with that Emperor card. It's something that they've always maybe wanted, but maybe they just wasn't expecting it to become a reality, something to like just pop up. Think about it. Let's say you're at a job right now and they come to you, 999, and they say, you know what, Pile 2, I just got the name Jeffrey. You know what, Jeffrey? You know what, Hannah, Amanda? I just heard Hannah Banana. You know what? We want you to actually be the top coordinator, or we want you to be the top broadcaster, or we want you to be the top stylist. We want you to be the receptionist. We want you to be on our team, okay? We want to give you this offer. There's this energy of like, oh shit, like scrambling. It almost feels like there's a scramble here. Like maybe you got to hurry up and get all your assets together because you're going to move. Almost like when someone's in the military. Let's say you find out 555, it's going to be a bunch of changes. I'm seeing hella angel numbers. I'm telling y'all, there's this energy of like, okay, like when I went to the military, obviously I had been doing the process to go to the military. So obviously I knew that my time was coming. But when they finally told me to gear up and like I had to go, like I'm about to, like I need to pack my bags because I'm about to be in a whole nother state, have a whole nother life. It's like, oh shit, there's a certain level of discipline. There's a certain level of change. There's a certain level of responsibility that comes with that. Some of you guys might even be responsible for maybe children, or maybe you got to pack up your kids and, you know, maybe they got to move schools. It feels like this is like a deep move. Like it will not only affect you, but other people around you. I do feel like in a positive way, even though it's stressful, because yeah, moving is stressful. Possibly like, you know, taking your kids from one location to another, as an example, stressful. But it feels like this is happening for a bigger purpose. This is happening because whoever's in this energy, they are receiving something that was already destined for them to receive. That's falling into this chariot energy, okay? They were meant to receive this. So blessings are going to come from this, whether it be more money. There's better things that are going to come from this, but it is going to be stressful at first. Oh, this reminds me of my brother. He is going to be commissioning, and I know he had to move back home and all this stuff, and you know, moving is stressful. It doesn't matter. Even if you're in the military and they do everything for you, it's fucking stressful, okay? And I know he's probably all wound up, but it's like, in the end of it, he's going to be the superior, you know what I mean? So like there's necessary challenges, and there's necessary, there's going to be necessary bumps and bruises for you to have during this time in order to be an expert. I don't know what that's about, but that's for somebody. In order for you to be an expert, I keep seeing this as a boss giving to their clients, giving to their coworkers, or someone hosting something. You're giving knowledge to other people. So that's what you need to know about that. All right. As far as advice, what's their main advice with this situation? Okay, the sun, period. You got to smell yourself, all right? You might want to watch pile one, possibly. You got to smell yourself, the sun, all right? It is big for you guys to put yourself out there, you know, if it resonates. And putting yourself out there could be many things, you know. I'm real big on, you know, what's the saying? Ask and you shall receive, you know what I mean? Like, how you know, like, you got to put yourself out there. I'm quick to ask. I'm quick to... hey, can I get a little, or like, can I, you know, because you never know what could work out for you. You just never know, because a lot of people don't put themselves out there to maybe ask those questions or whatever the fuck, right? So you being the one to do it, especially during this time, it really opens up a door for you. But this sun, to me, this is giving vitality. This is giving energy. This is giving big fat ass energy. Real shit. When you look at the sun, what do you think of? Probably can't even think because it's so blinding. It's that type of energy. Be big, be bold, shine, put yourself out there. What is it that you're passionate about? What is it that you want? Be playful. This is giving fifth house energy. Your homework, pile 2, maybe go look into the fifth house. What does the fifth house represent? What is in your fifth house? I've been really feeling like this need to explain. So I wonder if there's a lot of newer people. I don't know, like newer to tarot. But if you find a reputable source, you know, you can type in your birthday, your time, and whatever information that they need. It will give you your astrological chart. You can go to the fifth house, see what sign is there. I don't know, you could use, I'm hearing Vedic or tropical, okay? And oh my gosh, like, where did that knowledge even come from? Because I haven't talked about some of that stuff in a while. Like, there's certain things I still have to brush back up on because I've taken a break, but yes, okay. So this is giving shine bright like a diamond, all right? The sun, like, blaze. This is giving trailblazer, trendsetter energy. Do with that what you will. Now, really quick, I want to talk about this hater because somebody wants to know, and that somebody could be me because I'm nosy. I for real am nosy though, okay? But, not that I want to bring him up right now, but Drake's song God's Plan is definitely coming up. Do y'all think he was involved, you know, with the stuff with, you know, the DIDDY? You think he was involved? I don't know. I'm watching that nigga, you know? Anyway. Who is hating? Who's gonna be hating? Who's the hater that's coming in with this energy? Okay, I'm getting it's not just one person, but I want to look at them as an energy and not just each person and run down their signs. I mean, I might still do that, but I'm looking at them as an energy, okay? Just this energy, this hating energy. So who are these haters? Who are they? Ten of Swords. You're not talking to them anymore. You have cut them out. So that's a good sign, you know? At least there's nobody in your circle. This is giving betrayal. These are people that did something to you, or like when you look back at the relationship, the connection, the friendship, you got the short end of the stick here. I don't know. Let me see. One more card. What happened here? Because I don't want to trigger, you know, what happened here. 8 of Cups. You could have been ghosted, abandoned, especially during times where, you know, you really needed people, okay? Seems like you guys, ooh, don't make me mad. This is making me mad because, oh, let me sit down, bitch. Because don't let me find out that they did this to you, pal, too. It's giving like, I'm getting a lot of like, damn, I can't believe these niggas left me like that with everything that I've done. Now I just thought about when Stunner Girl got shot and they said her dude left her. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I mean, this woman is literally saying hubby, husband, and you gonna just leave her? It was giving weak, but anyway, it's almost like this energy of like, I was there for them when they had those situations. I would have never done this. This feels very like, I would have never done them like that. And this could even be something that still hurts you, but again, this is tied in with that 5 of Swords, leading to this Chariot energy. If it makes you feel better, I don't know specifically what happened, but I'm real big on like just the all-encompassing perspective. I know the optimism, I guess, from it could piss people off, but I don't give a fuck. This is my shit. I just feel as though something that you need to know, when you hurt from this, just know when you look at the blessings that you have in your life, these people played a part in that. I'm not giving them credit for what you've achieved, but they were a catalyst. So they were necessary. Something about this led you into this King of Cups energy and this Chariot energy, okay? So I hope that kind of like, I don't know, kind of helps me to understand. But this is something, y'all don't even got to give this too much fucking thought, okay? But like, why they hating? Why they hating? Why they hating? Why they hating? Okay, so you're not talking to them. You know what's funny? Oh, y'all petty. Y'all not petty though, but you're not talking to them. Some of you guys are giving these people access, like they could maybe still see your social media. Maybe they're able to follow you, but you're not following back. It almost seems like a lot of I'm reaching out to you, but you're like, I'm not reaching back to you. Someone's name could be Eva or my girl Eva, okay? It's given that. Yeah, the World card. And we have the King of Pentacles. So you got some onlookers and some spectators. So this is a little bit of a separate energy. And I don't even want to give it too much life because y'all got such a great spread. But I will say, especially if you're in the public eye or if you do something where you openly put it out there, you got some people that I do feel like look upon your life from a place of like hating. But it feels like really they want to be like you. This King of Pentacles energy, they want to be like you. I don't want to say they want what you have, but it's something about your work ethic, how you move. You have like a very boss-like, it's your energy. Like it really isn't even just coming to finances or like tangible items, even though this is the King of Pentacles. It is his demeanor. People love that about you. Very smart. Very good with business. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, so these haters, girl. Uh-oh. So somebody does something similar to you in work. This could be co-workers. I'm thinking Meg Thee Stallion. What is that one song where she talks about like, basically I be in the gym thinking about my haters, like that's what I think about when I'm in the gym or something like that. It keeps bringing me back to like what's powering you. I can't even look it up because like I said, this is going to be for YouTube and honey, I will not be getting demonetized. Yo, this is so silly though. They're telling me to look at the bottom of the deck. The Magician, that Magician is tied to this creative. That is that Gemini Virgo energy. Honey, I'm hearing Why do things work like that for them? That's because you got God behind you. Why do things work like that for Pile 2? This is just, okay, now this, what I'm picking up on, these are two separate energies, this World card and this Five of Swords. We have some people just really wanting to have that boss energy, and they have a tendency to kind of ebb and flow between hating on it and also just wanting it. They just want to learn, okay? But then this other energy, I ain't gonna lie, it's giving, this is really giving, like, I could see this being co-workers, people you used to work with, people that you went to school with. Maybe you all were studying the same thing and you actually like got something out of it, or like maybe everyone was going to, maybe everyone, like these people were also trying to be nurses, but you're the only one that graduated, or you're the only one that got through your prerequisites and everything that you need to do. That's what this is giving. There's something like that about you where it's like, you got this. So that's why they're hating, and it's going to be very particular to the situation, okay? So you either know or you don't know, all right? So let's keep going. What else do they need to know before I close out and get into our oracles and our other, you know, our other jizz, okay? What else do they need to know before I switch over? What does this group need to know? The Ace of Cups. Hell fucking yes. Ace of Cups. New beginnings, new friends, new love. No. We don't even have to, you don't have to worry. I'm getting, you don't have to worry. You know what song just came through? Kirk Franklin. Why do you cry? He has risen. Why are you weeping? He's not dead. Why do you cry? Ooh, that was, ooh, that piano. I think that was a piano. Anyway, Kirk Franklin. Why do you cry? Okay. All you need to know, what you lost is going to be replenished. This is what you're going into. This energy, the energy of the Ace of Cups is giving me, what I'm feeling for you is like this feeling of feeling fulfilled emotionally. You also feel like you have time to move at a steady pace. You don't feel rushed. You feel like you have time to really process. This is giving, we are not in survival mode, okay? We are in a place of like, we can really like ground with the energy and just be present, all right? And really like, oh my gosh, I love this. Oh, I love this because, ooh, isn't it rough when you just be in fire hose and it's like you really don't even have time to enjoy everything around you because life is just moving so fast. Although I do think there is going to be some fast movement here. Just know that when you get to this, wherever this destination is taking you from this chariot, you will have time to pace yourself, okay? You will have time to learn, elevate, and progress with this Three of Wands. You will have time. That's something that you need to know. But I got to be honest, why did that just come through? I gotta say it. That Three of Wands, this is only gonna be for some of y'all. Ooh. I just heard don't get too comfortable. And let me tell y'all why. Focus and do what you need to. What I'm about to say to you, please don't let that scare you. We'll worry about that, you know, when we get there. But just know this Three of Wands, y'all are like me. Y'all like the butterfly. You guys could be an air sign. I always say like I'm meant to be viewed. You know, you look at a butterfly, you see it, you're like, oh my God, so beautiful. You might even hold it, but it's like, you know that you gotta let the butterfly go because the butterfly is meant to fly away. The butterfly is meant to go do things. You are gonna be able, like, let's say if the butterfly is just flying across the screen. That is your time to look, observe, take what you can, learn from the butterfly, view the butterfly, okay, admire the butterfly. But once that butterfly is gone, you gotta let the butterfly go. Because the butterfly got other shit to do. That's y'all. So I do feel like there's a big move coming. But for those of you who have traveling jobs, I just heard get used to it. So if this range of like unexpected energy or like these different moves and shifts, if that has been something that has made you uncomfortable before, just trust and believe that's something that you'll need to be comfortable with. Because it's something here with this Three of Wands where I'm seeing like a travel, like it's almost like you guys are being put in different places. For whoever's supposed to resonate with what I'm about to say, look at that Tower card. Why is this happening? Why is that movement happening? The Hierophant, yeah, you're a guru, okay? You're not meant to be in just one spot. So if at some point later down the line, it could be 2 to 4 years, I'm not gonna lie, there's gonna be another big shift, okay? And this is big. I feel like it's going to, there's a certain level of expertise that you are going to reach with this Hierophant. Maybe this even is talking about you going to a different state to go to school. You know, you do whatever amount of years you need to, you graduate, now you're this expert, this guru of what I'm, you know, just for lack of better words, right? Because of that, that opens doors for you. So now, let's say you move to the state of Texas. Now because you are very proficient, I don't know, you got your doctorate, you know, whatever the fuck it is. They're like, we have a better position for you down in Maine. Well, really not down, up in Maine. That's all the way motherfucking across the damn United States, damn near, all right? So it's like, that's big, that's huge, but it's like, there's so much preparation. All this preparation then led to this Three of Wands, because it's like, when you guys elevate, that's when things get rocked. So now it brings me to this Wheel of Fortune. This Wheel of Fortune is really not, I really don't feel like it should be shocking, because if you were to look back at your life, 2222, you would notice a pattern, okay? I'm hearing that. Now, again, you guys, although I added it, this Three of Wands and this Hierophant, I don't see this portion happening until like 2 to 4 years from now. And just know you're going to be ready, okay? That part. All the other stuff that we talked about, yes. I just had to put that in there. Now, I'm going to just clear this so I don't get overwhelmed. So let's go into these oracles real quick. These right here, although oracle, right? These are deep. These are deep. And I don't want to misspeak. I think I wrote down some notes. So for those of you who may be familiar, this is the oracle, okay? And I took the time. I was like, I don't know why. I was like, I need to really take the time to read this. And when I read it, I started to really see like how deep shit gets. Because, you know, sometimes as readers, we look at the tarot and, you know, we do whatever. But you ever just took time to look at the book? Sometimes I don't be feeling like looking at the book because it'd be like, ugh. But you ever look at the book and you be like, oh shit. Like that just gave me the depth and the breadth that I needed in order to really get a little bit more out of the message, all right? So I did write some things down for each. Now these were, honey, these are big, I'm not gonna lie. So that's why I'm doing y'all reading like this. Let's start with that creative. Because, honey, as you can see, y'all never really see me with the book. I can't stand reading the book sometimes. But, honey, this was... So this creative, right? We have the active yang principle, okay? Yang energy. Strength, tenacity, dynamism, inspiration, heaven, masculinity, authority, and the Father, okay? So, as you can see up here, we have the little yin-yang symbols. I don't even know if those are the yin-yang symbols. Is it? So I don't even know the right wording to use. But as you can see, they're both white. These are both white. All right. So in the book, where do I want to start this out? Let me go over here. Because I mean, this is deep. This is deep. So with this white color, okay, I don't want to do this. This is a lot. So this creative, right? This is God's hand. This is a representation of God's hand, all right? So it's giving me magician, all right? No more surface level. We must go deep, okay? I'm also getting a lot of early winter from this card. Transformation, death, okay? So that time frame, early winter, could be very important. And when I say death, I don't mean like death. I mean like a transformation. But you know, life be life, and so... You know, anyway, yang, dragon, okay? Ultimate potential. We also have pregnant with the seed of creativity. Those are some of the phrases that come through with that card, okay? Now going back to the white, because I'm trying to find, stay with me, stay with me. favorite animal could be the horse. I'm also getting the horse. What else came through? The dragon. And there's another one. We got some green on here. Yep, we do. This is jade green. What animal? The cat. Okay. Air sign is coming through very heavily. Someone here could work with metal. Someone could be from Southeast Asia. Now let's start with this first card. I can't find what I was looking for about the white, but anyway, someone would know better than me. Like, I wish y'all could just, these lines, it's so deep. They represent like this flow of energy. I don't know if it's like the chi. It's deep, bro. It's deep. But anyway, for the creative, this is your advice with this. To remain in harmony, because even with this creative, you see how those lines down here, they're all straight. There's no breaks. They're just straight lines. That means there's a balanced flow. There's no breakups. There's none of that, okay? So we have to remain in harmony with its course and so benefit from its infinite resource. Remain open and willing to work intuitively and spontaneously with what is offered to you now. You are empowered to inspire by having been inspired. So think big, Pile 2. Let your dreams be grand. Cultivate integrity, kindness, and humanity. Allow your nature to develop relaxed with that Knight of Pentacles. Relaxed alertness, okay? I lost my place. Trying to be extra. So allow your nature to develop a relaxed alertness in harmony with the way of Tao, for then the power of the creative can become the wind beneath your wings. Woo! Let the hand of this heaven principle reveal the higher visionary perspective. We were literally just talking about that. The higher perspective. There's going to be a lot of seeing the higher perspective. That is going to make life so rich for you guys. I swear. Which is there in potential for all of us. So another thing that I want to tell y'all about this creative card. This is like there's no limit on this. This is unlimited. This is like boundless energy, creativity. That's coming in for you guys. Now I want to go to your next card. Honey, we have enthusiasm. You see that square right there? So we do have a square here I need to look at. I wonder if that's going to be like some complications or anything. But we also have that lightning strike. That's that aroused energy. Anytime we get that red, it's giving that arousal. It's giving that movement. So we have self-expression, also the number 16, enthusiasm. Self-expression, inspiring others, self-confidence, totality, success, sharing a positive response. So I'm gonna let y'all sit with that for a second while I go into my book. Because all these cards up here, the coloring, we have double red. We have 2 cards that have this red. So there is gonna be these moments of like electrifying arousal. All right, I do like the arousal that's coming from this enthusiasm card, because with that black down here, stay with me, okay, with that black, that is talking about receptivity. So it's like we have that arousal with the red, but the receptivity it's a good balance of like, okay, although the energy is like ramping up, I'm able to receive it, okay? Where we get into some of our complications, which we're going to go into, is when we get over here, because we have this red and we have this jade green. Sorry, my camera just cut out. So again, we have that arousal, but the jade green is that is more so representing like a gentle energy. So there's like kind of like a clashing, all right, that we're kind of like going to be getting into once we get there. All right. But let's start with the enthusiasm. So we have thunder. The Chinese name for it is Chen. I do believe I'm pronouncing that right. So attributes. I'm only going to read what I'm intuitively picking up on. Okay. So we have provoking movement, shock, impulsive. Okay. Some of you guys will be having a son. There's something about having the first son. There's something about that, okay? Again, the dragon. Thunder is a sign that something is about to, like, this energy is about to happen for you. Like, that's a real big, like, like, I don't know, that's like a symbol for you. You could be a Pisces. This first card, Aries energy, because I got some head energy. Aries, maybe even Leo. Oh no, Aries, Leo, and this is giving me Pisces. Let's go over to here to the, so let me go to the notes. What number is that? Number 16? Number 16? Look at all those chickens. Look at all those chickens. Can I touch that dog? Okay, here we go. Bum, 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 bum. How does it feel to be a bad bitch? That song just came through for y'all. But anyway, so we have some parts that are like just underlined. We have to be enthused. We also have the word Mozart and sculpture. So something about art is going to be very important. So you could be an artist, maybe even going to a museum would be great to help inspire you. Put yourself in situations where you can be inspired. So if art does that for you, like it would be pretty good to like go to maybe an art museum or like an exhibit. Ooh, honey. Whoever has been scared of putting their artwork out there in an exhibit or like selling it or like putting it on display, what the fuck are you doing? You specifically, I'm talking to you. You made it this far in the reading to hear just that. I'm hearing you need to do that. And that exhibit is coming up. You need to do that. Stat. All right. That's all I'm going to say about that. Moving on. So this group can struggle with a fear of inadequacy. With that, fear of inadequacy can lead to an addiction to the adoration that power can bring, which in turn creates an ever greater need to appear extraordinary. So I feel like it'll be important for you guys to tap in with yourself and really, I don't even feel like get to know your shadow. It feels like you guys know your shadow. This could be my group where maybe, I don't know, you know when you can get maybe a little too inflated, all right? Or you know when you're kind of teetering on that line. So I feel like with that, just stay aware. Stay dangerous. No, stay aware, okay? So I also have, this is an opportunity for you to realize your potential. Be inspired and be humbled by it. Do not, however, let enthusiasm get the better of you. Certainly, you can have a direct influence on others now, but the real joy lies in sharing, not in creating a following. Okay, so this is giving a lot of like, oh my God, what did Nikki say in Fractions? This is a lot about, because what did she say? I wish bitches something instead of clout. Was that Fractions, girl? Hold on, because this is a word, girl. This is a word. There's something here about the clout of it all, or like the ego parts of it all, like who's gonna watch, or like how many people are gonna follow me, or how many people are gonna like it, or what are they gonna think, or like all that. I don't think this is the time to be getting all caught up in that. Like, don't base you putting something out there on the likes, the views, or like all that shit, okay? Because that's just slowing the process, all right? It's slowing the process. And if some of you guys are like, well, I need to know, or like the likes are what keep me, you know, they keep me going, or they keep me, and that's the problem, pile two. Fuck that, all right? Let me tell you some quick story. I remember there was this one time, I think it was like when I first started doing tarot, I just put a video out there, and I had to already get my mind in the mindset that it probably was not going to get a lot of views because I was new to it. And you know, my next couple of videos, I think I was like at 500 views, you know, and I just kept going because it was something that I was passionate about. It really wasn't about the money. It wasn't about none of that. I wanted to do this. So that's what was driving me. And I knew with that, because I was following my insight and my intuition, I knew with that something was going to spark from that. And I also knew that I had to learn a lesson, you know, regarding my ego. You know, because there were some times I'm like, damn, like, you know, I still ain't getting them likes. But I had to keep going, all right? And then, boom, my channel exploded, okay? That was around the time, y'all probably remember when I did my first karma reading. People gonna know, like, I think that was back in 2020, maybe. But, yeah, it all comes back to now, if I was so worried about the clout shit and I just would have stopped, like, y'all might not even be talking to me right now, okay? Like, who's to say where we would even be right now? So I say that, well, I say that to just say that, you know. So we have dance ecstatically, create that plan, realize your dream, be swept through and through by the illuminating creative power of enthusiasm, embrace this moment of self-expression and use it positively. It may bring you to your knees in gratitude. Okay, so the next thing that I'm gonna do, because you know I don't feel like reading it, girl, I feel like this is going to be very beneficial to a specific few of you. These are some of the additional messages for this group if you would like to look. Okay. And I just felt like somebody wanted me to go to the beginning, so I will do that as well. So you guys can pause it. I feel like it's clear enough for someone to be able to read it. I hope. Okay. So there's that with that. Woo, honey. Let's get to this 62. We have small is beautiful. Now we got this lightning strike. We got this mountain. Again, this is where we get into that, like, that clash of like oil and water. All right. So let me get into that group. Let's go to number 62. Did I read those? So we have find the extraordinary in the ordinary. Keep it simple. Use discretion. Slow down. Tend to details. Pay attention. Okay, if you listen, I got a lot of Nicki Minaj references coming through. What's that song? It's on Pink Friday too, but it has the background beat of hold on, because that's another song. I got to look it up. Okay. While I'm looking that up, I want to read to you about this card, okay? So let me go to the little colors in the front. Because I think this is that energy that keeps you grounded without making you like a stickler, you know? Because it's like you don't want to be too grounded and like just lose your creativity. You know, we need a little floatiness. We need a little bit of that airiness, okay? So we have... That's interesting. That's so funny. You got like yin and yang energy kind of going battle with each other. So we have this delicate time requires a realistic consideration of both your limitations and capacities so that you can be honest about what you can and can't do. All right. So that's something to always be mindful about. All right. But be real with yourself. Don't not challenge yourself, but don't challenge yourself too much. This is all about that balance. Okay. It's going to be really big for you guys to know how to breathe. Stay with me. Relaxing the breath is one way to come back home to your center again. If you find that you're holding your breath, perhaps out of unconscious anxiety, notice that you're thinking. Notice what you're thinking. Then relax your breath and let go of the thoughts. This lessens the grip of the fixated mind and relaxes the body too. Whatever you're doing, working, shopping, driving, doesn't matter, brushing your teeth, check in with your breath whenever you remember. So you guys are like, I feel like things are going to ramp up. So it's necessary for you guys not to let the energy take over you, but for instead you to ride the energy. You need to be the one on the chariot, not I don't know, not maybe the horses in front that you kind of like, not them, okay? Boom. Now, we tend to fight our need to slow down, perhaps believing we will miss something or be overlooked or unacknowledged. Appreciating the need to retreat takes maturity and the capacity to see that going with the flow of nature, not against it, is our highest priority. Okay? So make peace with vulnerability by incorporating the remembrance of life's transitory nature into all that you do. Thousands of years ago, the Chinese sage Lao Tzu wrote, "Practice not doing and everything will fall into place." Interesting. Practice not doing. Anyway, sounds so easy, does it? Yet without humility, it's impossible. Oh, respecting how delicate and precious this life is engenders humbleness and the willingness to live in accordance with the way of Tao. Okay. So, So let me go on this back part because one of these is going to speak to me. This group, you have seriously overextended yourself. Continuing in this driven manner will be disastrous. Better to back off than risk a head-on collision. Know when to back the fuck up, pile 2. See, y'all be doing too much. Y'all like me, you start doing too much, and the next you know you be burnt out. You gotta know your limits, which I feel like you do. So this is a great time to actually practice that, okay? This situation, no, they're saying I don't gotta read that one. Okay, I think that's all for that one. Boom. Because some of those were like, I don't think they were for y'all. All right, let's go. So, last cards, some themes that they're gonna see playing out next. What are they gonna see playing out in the next 3 to 4 months? The next 3 to 4 months. Some themes that they're gonna see playing out. Okay. We have fear, superstition. Halloween is on the way. Okay. And we also have mischief. All right. Something's gonna happen around Halloween. Okay. I feel like all of this we've already talked about. I do feel like there's gonna be a battle between your wants, desires, and your fears. Okay. And you're gonna have to talk yourself down from that. You're gonna have to remember that this reading, you're gonna have to remember the goal, okay? Also with this superstition, somebody here is very connected to cats. They don't want you to be, okay, this group can get very anal or maybe start overthinking stuff to the point where it can like bring this superstition or like this, well, since that happened, this is going to happen. And don't allow yourself to get ramped up. Let me see who I'm dealing with here. Let me get an astro dice real quick. If I could even find one. Guys, I ain't used them in a minute. How does it feel to be a bad bitch? How does it feel to be a bad bitch? Superhuman. Dang. That's how you know. That's how you know I've been gone for a minute. Because where are my astro dice? I guess we won't be using those unless I just find them randomly. Where did I put them things? I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know. Some of you guys are giving me like that Gemini Virgo energy where it's like something, or maybe you got like a Mercury stellium. There's something going on with the thought process. It's like the same thing that's like your genius and your brilliance. It's like it could also be something that takes you out by your Achilles heel if you let it. All right. Now with this mischief, I will be pulling a card. What's this about? Oh, we got a ghost from the past. Ooh, ooh. Somebody's gonna try to come back. Page of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Somebody's gonna come back around. Who is this person? And they're coming with an apology. They're coming with, I'm getting like these brownies, these sweets. They're coming, okay? But it is giving that trick or treat. Let's see, who is this person that's going to be returning? Who is this person that's going to be returning to my pile 2? Who is this person? 5, 6, 7, 8. Are they a Gemini? Ooh, they're nervous. Ooh, you haven't talked to this person. You haven't talked to this person in a while. No, this person has made it like, I don't know, like there could be someone where you're like, I have not been able to find them, look into them, or like I have not heard from them. Yeah, that's who this person is. Like this feels like someone who made it their duty for you not to see them. Like they could have blocked you. Let me see. Yeah, they could have blocked you. They could be very prideful. Yeah, they're Libra energy coming through here too. So we got some air sign energy. Trust and believe. I just heard I want to have a conversation. Oh, no, bitch. You know what song is coming through. Oh, that's T. If you want to know how this person feels about you, go listen to Prized Possession. It is, I mean, depending on who you are, you could resonate with Lotto's part or whoever that other guy was on there. But that other guy, yeah. Go listen to Prized Possession by Lotto, and somebody else is in it, all right? I love that. I think I'm gonna leave it there. Like, I'm so close to like pulling from this Oracle deck, but like I just Y'all, I gotta get the pile 3. I do. I got to get the pile 3. So yes, pile 2, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I will see you guys down below in the comments. Okay, pile 3. I don't know what I'm gonna get with this pile. Like, I'm literally just jumping into it blank. So let's see. You guys do have the Judgment card. Somebody here could have been just like in a deep place of just, I just want to be like alone. You could be going through that right now. You just kind of want to be alone. Somebody here could live in Texas, or what's that other place? I want to go to Arizona. This is giving West Coast energy. I'm also getting, was somebody in the choir? Like, I'm getting like a whole orchestra. But if none of that resonates, let's just see. First of all, what's the energy? What's good? What's tea when it comes to my group number 3? What's the energy? Some of you guys, why am I feeling like a little gloomy? Okay, let me see. What's the energy for my pile 3? Something feels like it hurts. Okay. You could be currently right now going through the anniversary of a death, okay? Maybe of a parent. Yeah. You could also be possibly going through some type of miscommunication. I feel like there's an anniversary of a death here. Really with a masculine. It could be, like I said, a mother or a father. But it does feel like with a masculine. Or there's like this other energy of severed ties. There's like a dead end with the masculine that has been reached. The communication is just like not there. And it's weird because I don't know. Like, that's literally all I want to say. The communication isn't there. But I can't tell if you guys are like communicating or like I can't tell what this is. So I'm gonna listen to what I'm feeling, and I'm gonna go to this deck because I asked for a story. I'm gonna just pull, they're saying 5 cards. Okay, can you just give me a story? The sun been following, so we got the sun. Give me a story. Okay, we got the Ace of Cups. Ooh, damn. Somebody was supposed to, they were supposed to go with you. At least you thought. Okay, this group feels like you could just be going through this energy of like, this person was supposed to be here. You know what this reminds me of? The song Survivor's Guilt. There's this energy of like, you should have been here to see this, or you should have been here to see me birth my child. Pile 3, if that is the case for anyone, oh, because you're gonna make me start crying. If you are going through a rough time right now, especially just with, because this is a rough time. I'm not saying that any other time in the year don't be like this, because, you know, not trying to be funny, people do die every day. But I even know for me, like, something around this time, specifically like fall, it'd be a lot of shit that be happening around this time. So I understand that there is this vibe of, I thought you were gonna go with me, or I thought you were gonna be here. And I think you guys are in the process of just dealing with the reality and the facts of everything. It feels like you guys are still motivated to move forward. There's just a little bit of hurt here, you know? Some of you guys are tired of having to be the strong one, okay? Or maybe you're in a great place right now, but like I said, there's an anniversary of a death, or maybe somebody that you're close to is going through something, and maybe it's affecting you, okay? With this Ace of Cups energy, I just feel like, it feels like y'all are doing good. It just feels like your hand was forced to have to sacrifice something, and I don't think you really wanted to do that. I'm hearing my hand was forced. You forced my hand. Look at that 3 of Swords right at the bottom of the deck. I'm getting a lot of you forced my hand. Okay, for those of you, you made the right decision. Okay, yeah, you made the right decision. With this 9 of Cups, this group, you might not be used to being selfish. You might be finally in that energy of trying to do things for yourself, trying to really stand on business. I hate saying that. Why did that just come out of my mouth? I hate that fucking saying. Anyway, you might be wanting to stand on business. I'm getting a lot of like, am I doing the right thing? Should I feel guilty? I don't know. You guys could be experiencing some survivor's guilt. I'm also getting that this group can also go through the energy of, what is that called? Imposter syndrome. All right. One more card. And it's so unfortunate because you guys are such a big deal. You guys are such a big deal and you're so capable. But you know what's so funny? Look at this Five of Wands. What is this? There's some friction here and I don't know. Let me see how deep it goes. What is this friction? What's throwing my people off from this Nine of Cups energy? What is the friction? What's the drama? What is the drama? What's the friction? For some of you guys, it's a family member. Family being crazy. What's the friction? It's like, why can't you just be happy for me? The High Priestess. What's the friction? Is that you telling me that it's not my business? Or like, what's going on? What's the drama here? Page of Swords. Yeah. So this is something, honestly, where I feel like if we were right in front of each other, you probably wouldn't even want to talk about it. Real shit. Not even the pee. This might be something where you're like, I don't even want to hash it out. Like, I don't even want to talk about it. Okay. This feels like something, if you talk about it or if you bring it up, it gets sour. Okay. And like I said, this could be actively with someone who is currently living, like you're feuding a little bit, or this could be just actively, I am in this space where I'm elevating, but like, for example, okay, I'll use me. I'm in this space where I'm elevating, but it's like, you know, I got my daughter, but of course my dad was not able to see her. So I think about those things, you know, I get caught in this web of those thoughts of like, what if my godfather was here? What if this was here? And then, you know, I ain't gonna lie, when I start thinking about my godfather, maybe I start thinking about that motorcycle accident. Maybe it then spirals me into this. I feel like, what I will say though, one thing I want to commend you guys on, whatever is going on, even if none of that even hit, whatever is going on, you are doing a great job with navigating through the unknown. A lot of you have been forced to really depend on your intuition. So if there were people that were removed from your life, just know if they're family, they are with you, okay? Very, very, ooh, that came in. Hold on. Who is this? It's a guide. Oh my God. Whew. They came in, yo. Whoa, that was kind of weird. Okay, if you have a family member that was a Scorpio or a Sagittarius, the way this energy comes in, it's a guide of yours or somebody around you, an ancestor. They come in hot. You can feel it. 7:17 on the clock. It's like this. That's how it just felt. It felt like they just came behind me. And the way that card just like smacked me, like, okay, they're with you. That's what they want you to know. They got a message. Okay, they just told me to sit down. Okay. Y'all know I don't never really do this, okay? Because I don't just be letting everybody in the space. What's the message? First of all, why do you come around? Like, what do you want to tell them? Why do you come around? Oh, man. Seven of Swords. They come around. Let me tell you something. You guys are divinely protected. That's what you fucking need to know. Honey, you guys don't have to... And it's going to be harder than not, especially if you've been through a lot of trauma. You might be paranoid about people always trying to take you out or certain things happening, or like, I don't even want to get too happy or too excited about these opportunities around me, because I just know that anytime good things happen to me, it's always taken away from me, okay? Your spiritual team is trying to take you away from that perspective. You know, life is going to be life, but that doesn't mean that you should be moving around in fear all the time, or moving around in this like... this place of like survivor's guilt, or just whatever it is that I'm picking up on, right? But let me just tell you, they just told me they come around to warn you, all right? They come around, I ain't gonna lie, they snatch shit, okay? So if you've ever been in a situation where someone was snatched away from you, I'm telling you, and I'm not talking about death, I'm talking about like people, or like you're just like, wow, they just ghosted me. Protection. They move shit out the way, especially stuff that you are really choosing, I do feel, to not pay attention to, or maybe even overlooking. They move it out the way. And I do feel like you and this ancestor, y'all can have a little bit of a bittersweet relationship, because the way they come in, it could hurt, you know? Like, think about it. It's almost like, okay, like Bliss. There be times where Bliss is on the bed and she just start rolling. And I gotta stop her, you know, because, honey, little do you know, you about to roll off the bed to your doom, okay? So when I stop her, she cries, you know. She's just like, who is this lady just coming in, putting her hand, who she thinks she is? She just came in all of a sudden. I didn't even see her. I'm in my zone trying to roll. But it's like, oh, look at that ding. But it's like, oh, you could watch Stargirl. Well, that's not her name no more. Anita Serene. You could watch Anita. My bad, girl. But anyway, that's the vibe here. It's like, she might be mad at me, but little do you know, honey, I am protecting you from landing on the ground like one of those little eggs, okay? Please. So that's the vibe here. So I'm getting a lot of, when you have sneaky motherfuckers around you, when you have shady deals, when you have people holding back information, this is the person that brings it to the forefront. And if they can't bring it to you, like for example, like maybe you find out someone's cheating, or maybe you find out that a friend was talking to you and it's like word of mouth, like you found out in the most randomest way. I'm telling you guys, you just don't know. I've had some weird shit happen. Like, have you ever saw those videos where someone accidentally butt dials? Like maybe you butt dialed somebody and you didn't realize you butt dialed them, but that was the same person that you was talking shit about, and now all of a sudden you talking shit on a voicemail, and it's like, what are the odds? That's what this ancestor does. They're the person that created the butt dial so that you could have got the info. As painful as that probably would be to be on the other end of that, listening to that goddamn voicemail, okay? It's like, now you know. Now you know the truth. So this person, they help unveil the truth. What you do with that is up to you. But they bring it around town. I'm not going to... This ancestor, okay? What else do you want them to know? What's the message? Ooh, this person loves you. 6 of Wands. They love you. They're like, we love them, and we just want them to go after it. 8 of Wands, like I said, they just want you to go after it. They're like, can they go after it? We want them to move. We're trying to move you. We don't want you to be anxious. We don't want you to overthink this. We don't want you to cause anxiety and fear to like keep you bound. We want you to move. You are doing the right thing. Move. Speedy Gonzalez, it's giving move. Direction. Some of you guys are even being called to move locations. 11:55. Real talk, y'all. This is not... I don't want to scare nobody. This is your people coming through. Now, I don't let nobody just take over the body. But I'm telling you, I feel like how I do this, I feel like my spiritual ancestors... Well, normally I feel like my spiritual ancestors are talking to me, and then I be having y'all people on the outskirts delivering the message, because you never know. Like, we ain't just gonna sit here and act like everybody's people, spiritual team and ancestors all on the same side. I just don't let everybody up in the space, okay? That's one of the reasons why with ancestor readings, I don't know, like I get a little finicky. Let me know if you're like that. But anyway, but your ancestor, my people must like them. They must fuck with them, because the way they just kind of popped in here, it was like you ever see those people in the weddings where they go, I object? That's how they just came in. And my people let them come in. So, you know, soul family, what's going on? But, dang, look at that. This 6 of Wands. That 6 of Wands is crazy. Whew. Okay. Bring it to me. What's the message, Lord? What's the message? It's time for you to go after it, Power 3. This is for you. They don't want you. That's the thing. They don't want you to be in this anxiety. They don't want this 8 of Swords energy for you. So, actually, let's talk about that. Because that's all great and all, but it's like, how do they combat this? Because I feel like I'm not telling y'all anything y'all don't know. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Now, all right. I'm about to call you out, Power 3. Hear me out. With the Moon card, okay? Hear me out. If you were to be real with yourself, I'm not saying that you got to talk to somebody about this. You ain't even got to tell me in the comments. Just a good dialogue, a good truthful dialogue between you and you, okay? Are there certain things that you could be doing that are feeding this 5 of Pentacles energy? This feeling of loss, or this feeling of not feeling adequate enough? Like, how are you presenting yourself right now? Are you real big on your self-care routine? Okay, are you taking care of yourself? Are you making sure to have good boundaries? Are you sticking to those boundaries? Those people that you cut off, that you're like, you know what, I am ready to like move on from them. Are you really moving on? Are you really like not stalking them? Are you really not, you know, trying to peek in when you know you shouldn't, because you know every time you peek in you get hurt, okay? You know, there's that. Or 5 of Pentacles. You want to have a certain amount of money in your savings account, but yet we keep spending on what? On what? What are we overspending on? Why did I just hear, but yet you spending on weed? It's like, what are we spending on? It's something here that I do feel like we as in pile 3, as a collective, need to actively walk away from and not feed anymore. This feels like something that is energetically fed into. Like, it doesn't feel like these people might even still be around physically, or like, yeah, if there's any individuals, they don't feel like they're around physically. This feels like your mind goes here. Like you put yourself here. Like, you might go on social media and start searching up shit knowing it's gonna make you mad, or you might go down this rabbit hole where you just start, you know, spiraling, or you might watch, like, why are you watching the murder documentaries when you know you already in a place where your mind's not really where it needs to be? There's something here where it's like, we could do better there. And if you're not sure what that is, but you're kind of resonating with that message, you're like, I feel like that's me, it's time to do some deep reflection, okay? But overall, what's the advice for my viewers to like combat this energy? That's so crazy, because your person, I don't feel them in here right now. So they, whatever they had to say at that moment, they got it out, and I hope y'all was able to hear it. Okay. So what is their advice to get out of their own way? What is their advice to get out of their own way? Oh, that looks like a little weed leaf. Is that a weed leaf? Interesting. I never noticed that. Something, okay. Well, I'm gonna shut up. Anyway, moving on. What's the advice for my pile 3? What's the advice to help them get out of their own way? Be real. Some of you guys, and look, this isn't for everybody, but I'm just gonna say it how it's coming through. You've been stalling on talking to somebody, like getting professional help, or like a therapist, or like, this feels like something that you have thought about doing and has been brought to you. I'm telling you, it feels like multiple people have said it to you. And it's almost like that energy of like, damn, like everybody keeps saying that, or like I keep coming across that information. I'm telling you, it might be time to pay attention. It's time to talk about it. It's time to get it out there. It's time to really face that shit. Write it down, something, okay? That's so crazy. Look at the Ace of Swords. Bro, let me, hold on. I'm sorry. Look at this shit. The Knight of Swords, the Ace of Swords. It's time to be real. It's time to be real. It's time to face it. It's time to be clear. It's time to communicate. It's time to cut through the bullshit. It's time to come with the truth, but also be ready to receive the truth. But the only way you can do that, it has to be a two-way street here, okay? We also have the Six of Cups. This is very connected to the past. There's something with the past, and I could resonate with this. I already know, like, you know, a lot of people, well, I won't say that part, but I do feel like some people do be like forgetting that I'm a human, and they put me on this pedestal, because I will say for me, that's like one of my biggest things, past stuff, that I be like, oh, like I'd be like, oh, I know that's holding me back. I know it's holding me back, okay? So this could be a good message for all of us. So let me see what else is here. Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting that. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. That's interesting. What's the advice? What's the advice? Why is this King of Cups and Queen of... Oh, it's the Queen of Swords. Oh. Why did I just hear it's time to get out your feelings and get into your bag? Okay, there's something here that you are not seeing clearly. I have to be honest, pile 3. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of someone who may have hashed out a situation already, but maybe you have a tendency... Let me just use this as an example, okay? Especially for my recovering people pleasers, or like my people that are like trying to like just stand in their power. It almost feels like there's these outer energies that can come in sometimes and cause like this... I don't want to give them too much of the power, because, you know, you guys have to take accountability too, but there's like this insecurity, you know? So let's say you already hashed out a situation. You already found out the truth of the situation. You didn't read it up and down, round and round. You know the truth. There's this energy of like, why do you let these past memories that almost seem negative, why do you let them come through at this time in your life to distort what you have going on in the present? There we go. I needed that one. Why do you let that shit come through and distort it? With this King of Cups, Queen of Swords, it's time to be very clear, okay? Don't let the energy distort what the fuck you got going on right now. Okay, that's like being in a whole brand new, okay, for example, that's like me being in a whole healthy relationship and then letting one of my exes who done dogged me, okay, come around and try to distort some shit. It's like, who the fuck are you? Like, you're not going to sit here and make me go back into this Five of Pentacles energy where I wasn't feeling all good and feeling all less than and, you know, all stressed out, okay, not eating, whatever the fuck. You're not going to put me back in that energy because I'm thriving right now. And that's just what it is. You know, I've learned those lessons. You got to remind yourself that there's certain things that you've learned. There's certain power that you have right now. You have to empower yourself, Power 3, okay? There has to be this energy where you're like, you know what? No. That's not going to happen because I'm in a different place, or that's not the truth because I know the truth already. That's not correct because I already went down that rabbit hole. You can't confuse me. You know what I just thought of? I do things how I'm supposed to. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Orlando. If somebody knows exactly what I'm talking about, that shit's gonna be funny. I do things like I'm supposed to. Wait. Wait. Oh, I want to play it so bad, but I don't know if I can get demonetized. But just look up Orlando. I'm sure it's probably going around. You know how Orlando he be. But anyway, that's funny. Okay. Anyway, look at this star card here. Stay optimistic. Stay optimistic. Like I'm supposed to. So last messages. What do they need to know? What is their advice moving through these energies? What do they need to know? Strength. Let me tell you what you need to know. Strength and temperance, honey. You know who you're. I think that's why this pile was throwing me for a loop. You are going to be a blend of all the piles. You have very specific messages in this group, but you are pile 1, pile 2. With a sprinkle of razzle dazzle. Okay? Not going to lie. Not even trying to get y'all to watch the whole video. I'm not going to lie. That's what this is giving. Because I'm getting a lot of... This strength card is giving me a lot of pile 1 and pile 2. Really pile 1. Actually, no. Pile 1 and pile 2. But this temperance card, this is that new energy. I don't know why I feel the need to say this, but they say, you know, what brings chaos to the fly is harmony to the spider. That's coming through here. Why is this temperance card? So this is giving me a lot of striving for harmony instead of balance. Harmony. Okay? Really think about that. Harmony, not balance. Harmony. What else? Why the temperance card? Take your time. This is giving me a lot of take your time, but don't not be real with yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to really get it out. 5 of Cups in reverse. That's crazy. That 5 of Cups is in reverse. Oh, I love that. I love that. When it comes to dealing with this energy, okay, it has to be dealt with, pile 3. So just know during this time, it could even be over these next 4 months, next 4 to 5 months. Ooh, I'm getting 4 to 6 months. There could be moments that come in. Please trust and believe they're coming in because they have to be dealt with. They have to be dealt with. All right? They have to. They have to be dealt with. Last advice. How can they get through this? How can they get through this? A word of advice and encouragement. 6 of Pentacles. I'm telling you, there's a level of, even though I just said harmony instead of balance, there is a level. Look at that, another 6. Ooh, you got 3 6s. Another 6 too. So something about the number 666. But also, this is just giving me that harmony flow. Okay? That balance. That Lover's card. That's what it's giving me. I don't know where the Lover's card just came, but I just thought of those 2 people. It's just giving me that. Be very patient with yourself during this time. Okay? I'm getting a lot of... I don't want to say slow movement because I did... Listen, when it comes to you, your quest of success, that is giving fast momentum. Okay, like your person that just came through here like a bat in hell, honey, they want you to go for it. But there's also this energy of like, when it comes to the deeper things, the things that sometimes can rock your physical state, maybe throw you off your game when it comes to your money and your business, those things that are emotionally embedded, those are the things that we might need to deal with. And sometimes somebody here, it might even been something you already dealt with, but it's like you keep trying to hash it out again. I don't know, this is almost like a little bit of, I'm not gonna lie, there is a little bit of a wallowing here, like something, like I keep hashing it out. So I don't know if we need to forgive ourselves. There's something here that we do need to kind of like nip it in the butt. All right. So what I'm gonna do for you, I am going to pull you in. What is this called? We're gonna pull from this deck, the Enchanted Oracle. All right. So let's go ahead and focus our energy. Boom. Boom. One more. Actually, I'm gonna do 6 just because y'all keep getting that. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. I hope that was 5. Okay. Boom. What's the card they need to see? What's the card that my pile 3 needs to see? Ooh, okay. We have number 1. He was number 1. Okay, we have invention. Brilliant new ideas. Okay, so while you guys kind of like ask myself, what does that mean to me? What does that mean to me? I'm going to go to the book. I ain't gonna lie, when I tapped into this book, this is another book that once I finally read it, I was like, oh, this is nice. This got all the info. This is deep. So let's go to it. Okay. All right, so blueberries could be very important for this pile. So really quick, stay with me. Let me see where I want to start. Something about blueberries here, okay? Blueberries, big. So we have creativity is not just about creating art. Creativity can mean finding new solutions to old problems. Ooh, a breakthrough is imminent. You are thinking clearly now, and obstacles are starting to dissolve. A clever solution to a long-standing issue or a brilliant new money-making idea is indicated. Oh, wow, I love that. Oh, my gosh. That just gave me a little bit of chills because that's Seven of Pentacles that I saw earlier. But anyway, start by getting these ideas out of your head and onto paper. And that might help. Like, if you have all this, like, trauma filling up this space, it's like if we can let go of these past things, we can make space for this new flow of ideas that just want to come through. You know, you got to release to let room come in, or like to make room for other things. So right now it's like, what, like if you had a room that represented like your spiritual body, it's like what's taking up space that's not allowing the flow of like creativity and just this good energy that wants to come in. Like what's not allowing that right now? Is it you, as in like, are you blocking the flow, or is it something else? Like you got to ask yourself. So this is the first step in ensuring your inventive concepts become a reality. Divergent thinking is the key. Brainstorm as many possibilities as you can think of, even if they seem completely out there and pie in the sky. This is not the time to worry about logic and practicality. Within these new ideas rests the seed of brilliance, and this new growth needs to be nurtured with a yes attitude. Be curious, take a few risks, entertain some outlandish ideas. Allow yourself to ponder and let the ideas marinate with no judgment about wasting time and being seemingly idle. This is reminding me of like Bliss when she's crawling around like finding new things. There could be like a level of rebirth here happening for this group in a way. So we have everyone is creative and able to think of brilliant new ideas, not just the artists and inventors of the world. Creativity is an intuitive process, yes, but it is also a skill that can be learned and practiced. The invention, I'm sorry, they spelled practice wrong. I'm sorry, Paige. The invention, unicorn, encourages you to be playful and embrace a childlike, why not, attitude. A positive attitude will help your excellent, a positive attitude, there we go, will help your excellent ideas flourish and expand. Anything is possible when this unicorn appears. And I think that's why it's so big for this group. You guys might notice that when you are in a very I don't even want to just say positive. There's a certain energy where you just feel good, you feel magnetic, you just feel free. That is very important for this pile. Of course, we can't be in those energies all the time. I get that. But there's something about freeness. Like even right now, like I feel very free. Not the camera stopping. Even with everything that has just happened, I still feel free. I don't know if it's the prayers. I feel free. I feel good. That's why I'm able to flow and do these readings and do what I need to do. So there's a level of like, I don't know. It's like a level of flow that y'all need that is really big on like propelling y'all. So we have anything is possible when the unicorn appears. Okay. So is there anything else that I can get from that? Nope. I think that's about it. So I don't know. Let me know what y'all thinking down below. Okay. So that's what I'm getting you guys. Let me know how it resonates and I will see you guys down below in the comments.